Hello and welcome. Today we're going to continue on with the Morathi campaign and demonstrate why she is one of the strongest legendary lords, because typically speaking, in the criteria of what makes something strong, the economy is something that is a significant element of that. And I think Morathi very much demonstrates her value when it comes to her provinces, because you can see here we have 4,000 income on just a normal random province. And there are very few factions that can enable this. It's only turned 30 as well. Keep in mind, this is only turned 30. So, what we'll do is we'll jump over and play out the Morathi campaign. And this is part 2, so if you haven't seen the previous one, it was 2 days ago. And what we're doing and what situation we're in the position of is starting to build out more army compositions, because, funny enough, we are suffering from a little bit of success in that we're making a lot of money. Because we've got Morathi's army, she's moving back because we're wanting to start contest the likes of the donut. The goal we have is to take over the donut while demonstrating her insane, overpowered economy. So ironically, my main province, even with the building like this, is making less money, but once we get all the tier 3s in there, that's going to be crazy amounts of money, and equally the same over here. One of the things you always want to focus on is having provinces with as many settlements in as possible. So the more settlements you can get with 4, for example, this bad boy over here is what they would call free real estate as well. So any province with 4 in it will make a redonkulous amount of money for yourself, just because of the fact that you just got more settlements to have slaves in, really. We're on a minus 889 slaves. If you don't know how the Dark Elf economy works, basically we are slave folk. We're slave masters. We capture slaves and put them to work to make money. That is the TLDR of the Dark Elves, because as you can see here, we make income depending on the amount of slaves per turn we can consume. So right now we're at 189 deficit, so as long as I'm fighting constantly, we can keep sustaining those. We did find that the... hold on. If I move over here, I should be able to keep building. I'm pretty sure this army is strong enough to do this. I'm just trying to check where the Sword of Khaine is. Okay, so they do actually have the Sword of Khaine. So that's good to know. So these guys have the Sword of Khaine, so hopefully we can get the Sword of Khaine. I actually really don't want to put it on this Admiral. That'd suck. Exactly that, Blue Cloud. It used to be... Yeah, that's a really good... Thank you for the comment. That's really good of you. So the way the Dark Elf economy used to work was it was province-based, but now it's global. So it makes it a lot easier these days. I think I recruited the wrong shades here, but we're going to keep up going with that.
I am Morathi.
And Morathi's going to start moving towards getting the Sword of Khaine off this guy. It does make it a little bit more awkward, but it should be okay. The ironic thing is, last stream we were in a position where we could have traded this settlement, and I think we had military building in there as well. So technically we could have traded this settlement to Tyrion to get a military alliance, but we decided not to because we wanted to murder him. So we'll keep moving towards that one as well. We're looking towards getting our settlements up and running, because this building right here is insane. It's giving us 100 ingots, which is 900, and the main kicker is the minus 10% all armies. So it's a really nice settlement, and it's making us a good chunk of change because of that. As you can see, my trading is 900 quite literally because of the fact that I have those iron. It's actually trading at 800 apiece, excuse me. We're not exporting anywhere near as much as we could be because we don't have enough trade agreements though, which is a shame.
The Druki have no friends.
Malekith, how we doing, Malekith? I would love to trade with you, my friend, but you hate me. You'd think being the mother of my son would help. Hey, Everton.
Well,
You'd think being the mother of my son would certainly help, but that, in fact, does not. I mean, I did save his life as well, when he got burnt up to a crisp in the flames. Yeah, it's annoying that's never a thing, so let's turn off the notification for Outpost, and then it won't bother us anymore, because we can check it down here. Morning, hey, Bad Miracles, good to see you, bud. Post check, thank you, Everton. Okay.
Morathi will listen to your...
What? He's threatening me. Just the things that your son does. It's a classic thing, guys. If your son's not threatening to murder you in Warhammer, you know, that's how they show their love. That is how they show their love. So that was a good thing that happened there, him threatening for all that money. I'm not going to war with Malekith while I'm trying to do all this as well. That'd be straight torture. That would be 100% straight torture. Right, Morathi's going to start moving towards this way. The goal here is Morathi starts moving down to the south. We do actually have a black arc available, so I'm going to do that. I do have a ton of money, so in fairness, he didn't ask for that much. I'm going to reinforce the black arc over here. Let's start getting recruitment up and running.
I watch from the shadows.
Yeah, let's get Morathi over here.
For Khaine.
Where is... Okay.
Lord of the Black Court.
Looks like we can get
Short-sighted.
another sack over here, which is what we need. We just need to print slaves off with this... Wow, it's surprising how bad the resolve is, though. I'll just quickly fight this one then. Get them done. Darth Vader likes Palpatine as well. Yeah. I actually think Dark Elves are in a really good spot. And from like a multiplayer campaign perspective, I think Dark Elves are in a very commanding position. Because they're like, I think there's very few factions that can deal or get remotely close to the faction economy that Dark Elves can achieve. Very quickly, you can make a lot of money. And typically speaking, fighting is not an issue in the early game. You get a lot of slaves anyway. I think that Dark Elves potentially has the... I definitely feel like they probably have one of the best economies in the game. I don't think I'm crazy saying that either. Do you know what? I'm just going to go front to back. I don't think there's any reason not to. They don't have any fancy unit that's going to like run me ragged about or anything. A lot of their units are very squishy to range too. The Admiral's only 125 range, which is roughly that of a Dark Shard, yeah.
Dreadlord! Yes.
Yeah, let's get into position. I've got to be wary that if I do a backspace, then it'll turn off fire at will. Okay. This is a perfect target for us. Once again, perfect target. Let's start moving towards them. Go. Who are you playing? Are you playing a dwarf? Probably not, though. Let's group these guys and march them forward. Cast that behind them. Let's go ahead and get group 1. Guard mode, guard mode. Beautiful. Shouldn't take too much damage there, so I'm not too worried about that.
Merciless warriors. On to slaughter.
Beautiful. Classic Shades legging it. Can't blame him though. Get some of my block arc stuff down. Might as well start throwing out. You're playing Daniel. Nice, dude. Oh, sorry, I messaged Blue Clouds. I read Blue Clouds' message, not yours. No elf. You're playing the High Elves? That is sacrilege. Nah, in fairness. High Elves can be very fun to play. As much as I hate them in lore, they very much can be fun.
It is done. Nagorothi, kill them. Dark shards. We are ready.
Oh, this army will only struggle against High Elves, I feel like.
No mercy.
I think the only armies this will struggle against is High Elves for sure.
By Khaine.
What if this will stop them running that way? Yeah, it does, which means I can catch up. I'm pretty sure that they were just winning melee anyway. Hey, Dan, right back at you, matey. Good morning to you as well, handsome.
We are ready. Dark shards.
I've got to be a little bit careful not shooting too much. Oh my god.
The merciless host.
The volleys coming through then was within the realms of being criminal. My Samuel's bonus probably soon. Enemy lord is dead.
Dealers in death.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I miss the general speeches. Like in Rome 1, the general speeches were so goated. I always loved them. I feel like it set the scene for the battle. But I'm not really sure what Admiral Sid's going to say here, is he? He's going to be like, these guys suck, huzzah, woo! Go Dark Elves! Quest battle? Yeah, you have them in quest battles, but not in actual battles. Like, even normal battles, Rome would do it. Yo, Nico's much love to you, matey. Thanks for the kind words. I hope you're doing fantastic, my friend. Yeah, I don't know. I quite like immersion in games like that. It's the reason why I bought a Roman helmet. I actually have a Roman helmet. I'm going to stack this again. I don't want to tie myself down to terrain just yet. We've got all that, so I'm happy with that. We'll do this. Is it... Proves the Lord's army. Proves the Lord's combat skill. Let's do Reverend. What do we need now? Let's do Quartermaster. Renowned and Feared, probably? Yeah, let's do Renowned and Feared. Yo! Drivos, what's up, buddy? Doing a rat campaign right now? Ooh, nice. Shroud, am I crazy? Was it you that suggested to have, like, having a rat as a pet or something? Oh, no, I think you said you were very new to the game, right? If I'm not mistaken. Welcome in there. Lovely to have you here as always. Are you playing Icaclaw? Icaclaw's great fun.
Dread presence on the way. Mother of...
It's tied in, it's in my attic storage. I get the helmet out if and when needs. The helmet stays on during sex, you know?
Supreme sorceress of...
You got all the disease? Yeah, I think I remember you saying that you bought them all for like 130, which is crazy. It's a really good price, that. I need a lot more trade agreements right now. And I need to murder a lot more slaves. I think ideally I wouldn't have Celostra as an ally. I'll have to figure out how to deal with that. Because Celostra is just useless as an ally. She's not really done anything for me. But Morathi's going to go down the south. I really do want Sword of Khaine, so maybe I do a detour killing everything this way and then deal with Tyrion later. It could be an idea to kill Tyrion later, I think. We will want to upgrade this one for the port as well. We'll get that next. We'll get that next. What, how many turns? All this is upgraded, so now we just need to upgrade the capital to tier 5. Oh wow, yeah, another 2 turns actually. I've already done control 1, so I won't be able to do it in 1 turn, annoyingly. I don't believe this upgrades growth, does it? Yeah, it does actually. It upgrades 10. Would that then allow me to get it done in 1 turn? If it was 150, I'd be 1 growth off upgrading. That is crazy. So it's not worth upgrading it. Balls, anvil, upgrade this bad boy, upgrade this. I've got to be very careful because very quickly my economy could shatter. But look at this, I've got 6,700 excess. I'm getting a secondary army up and running. I've got Morathi's full army. I have a Black Ark full army over here. I'm in the preparation of creating another full Black Ark army. And I'll have more than enough money to do it. Like, it is honestly bonkers to me. One thing we can do as well is we can replace you for you. Or I think Beast is really good. And we can do the... It's the revered name of... Wait, hold on, guys. It's the revered name of power, isn't it? The Grey Vanquisher. Upkeep reduction for Shade is not terrible. It's not ranged though, is it? It's not ranged. Hey, Sovereign, what's up, mate? You done a Morathi push straight to gunplay? I haven't, mate, no. Hold left click, Chopper. Hey, Arius, how we doing, matey? Good to see you, handsome. I'll go with the shade reduction. I think that's not terrible, actually.
Hate incarnate.
Just means now we can just do Flock of Doom situation with it. I really don't like the curse spell. It's clicked. I feel like if you've leveled a spell up before, I'm not sure about you guys, but I feel like the game should remember what you clicked. Like, if I could have a defined skill path for my lords, it'd be sick. And no, sorry, I haven't. What I'm doing right now is I've consolidated a lot of my territory to maximize my income per turn. So I've gotten, I think it's what, 3 big provinces? And then I'm making a ridiculous amount of gold per turn. Yeah, we've got up to 7,000 now because we're reducing the cost of the shades. I'm going to need another army. And then we're going to take over the donut. That's the goal of today's stream, is murder everyone on the donut. And then obviously we want to get the Sword of Khaine and Morathi. But then again, I feel like the Sword of Khaine isn't needed in the slightest way, shape, or form. But it could be fun nonetheless.
Yes.
So I feel like my weapon as is pretty decent. Yeah, my weapon as is not terrible. How else can I maximize this? I'm getting this in here, which will allow me to recruit Dread Spears and recruit stuff at a higher level.
I watch from
Looks like I'm not getting the bonus rank or the recruitment rank from this, which is a shame. It's Dark Shards, that's fine. Morathi's going to go over here, murder everything around this side. I think the only worry is that I'm going to be attacked on one of my settlements that aren't very defended, or aren't well defended. But that is a realistic chance to happen. But we're going to have a lot of slaves and stuff like that on the donut. Maybe I don't go to the Sword of Khaine just yet. I mean, it could be quite amusing to have an admiral with it. Which one is the one that heals me? I won't heal because I'm in enemy territory, so let's move here. And then do that. I feel like the Sword of Khaine will be very fun to have, though. I feel like it's always like a must-have to have the Sword of Khaine, you know? How many of you guys in the chat have had the Sword of Khaine and the Crown at the same time? I've done it once and it was bonkers. It was bonkers levels of strength. You haven't? Yeah, it is crazy. Very hard to do, though. And it's really awkward because you basically just have to keep fighting when you've got the crown on you. Whereas the Sword of Khaine is not that dependent on murdering. Do you know what? In fact, I could probably send one of my admirals over to deal with Count Noculus. I don't think I need to worry too much about having a main army there. I mean, this army, this admiral, is costing me like 800 per turn. Which is crazy for a full army. They've edited the non-aggression pact with me. Right? Bit weird, but okay. Quite literally the only person around you that could probably help you. Arrows of Kurnus is not that helpful. A Kurnus has befallen the local forest. One of your lords has begged for the help of Kurnos, a god of the hunt, in order to track down some slaves that escaped from his estate. However, he neglected to carry out the required sacrifice first. Organize, and all characters can gain 1. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn solid. So now we've got +2 melee recruit rank as well. Why is Morathi getting attrition? Oh, there's a storm ongoing, so let's, yeah. Make sure we avoid that at all costs. Because, wow, that attrition damage is a lot.
I am Morathi.
Ooh, this guy's run over here. Now I'm very tempted to go and attack it with Morathi because he's so close. But you're telling me the donut has reduced Winds of Magic effects? Now that just sounds rigged.
Approach, but know this.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking that we'll do the donut next. You might be able to get cheeky a little bit. Yeah, I feel like, generally speaking, I'll wait until I can say no.
With this voice,
4 turns.
to even her own. And
Okay, 4 turns until I can basically say no to her and start murdering her for his territory. But then again, I don't need this territory over here. Here was the greatest scam of all. The Sisters of Twilight accepted to live in just a desert. They just basically... I took their tree away from them and said, well, I'll take peace off of you. And they agreed. So, kind of savage for them. So, instead of having a luscious tree to live in, they live in a garbage desert terrain, which is obviously not akin to what you'd expect for a wood elf. Wait, hold on.
The ocean awaits.
It's saying that I don't take attrition. Bombs but in battle. Firesight is usually way nicer, generally speaking. Can be line of sight. Yeah, kind of command's not the best. I'm assuming that Black Arcs avoid damage from storms or something.
Feared by all.
Oh shoot, nice. The admiral nearby is here, so I can recruit from this admiral. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. The Dark Fox in LA when playing as Morathi, which yeah, it's a good idea. Sometimes feeding like minor factions can definitely turn out to be a lot more helpful than you'd think. Alright, 24 turns. We do not have a lot of stuff. Oh, here was that was the battle where we took out Mother of Strankia.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
That was the battle that did it. So we have another general that can be raring to go, which is a Fire Mage, but we'll do that once we've positioned ourselves accordingly. Because right now we're just basically in a position where we want to start snowballing a little bit. Why are they such good sailors? I mean, Black Arcs are effectively like a massive home, you've got to keep in mind. Black Arcs are basically a living organism on the sea. Because they are... Yeah, they're leveraged to trade and utilize and transport slaves and all sorts. So they are quite literally
Your time
massive.
with me is precious.
So it kind of makes sense that they'd have all the necessary precautions to evade things like that due to the cargo that they hold typically. But no. It is an interesting one. Right. Sorry about that. Okay. Wait, are we saying that there's another Black Arc up there? No. What I don't remember is if I confederate somebody.
The power is mine.
Oh, has he left? He has.
Mother of the Druid. No stopping me.
Damn it. It's gonna be a classic case now where I'm gonna have to keep running around like a headless chicken.
Anchors away. Such slaughter awaits.
So I'm gonna recruit more units again.
Yes.
We'll have to be in expansion.
These dark deeds.
It just means that we should probably do more melee units. Just means that we're getting our army set up and running quicker, which is lovely to see. It's a shame I can't globally recruit, but it is what it is. It's taken a while to recruit over here. What lords buffs the shades the most? I mean, typically speaking, there's a specific trait you can get from Revan Name of Power, where you can give them range.
Supreme sorceress of Gron.
So just any normal lord can buff shades a lot. But obviously you got to remember that Morathi has shade-specific buffs too.
I watch from the shadows.
Right here. So she buffs anything nearby her. So any of the shades near her, it's not necessarily just her army. If you have another shade army next to her, they all gain these benefits. Plus, if you have the lord with the range and all the other buffs as well, you can get from the name.
The portents
So
are
like,
good.
I can probably do this. Recruit this chick.
Supreme sorceress of
Give her
Gron.
this. +5 range is actually not bad at all. Yeah, shoot them all. I'm going to go with Barb Storm because I get 5% range and 40% ammunition. She's now going to be the secondary lord.
This will fail.
Well, she's going to be another lord that
No.
carries on. Beautiful. Now, I just need to level her up to get Arcane Conduit. And then we'll go Red Line Tree.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Sun's Corruption gives me control, slaves, and income from slaves, so it's really important to maximize it.
Black-hearted.
Corruption's in
Vicious
is
dread.
really important.
Infused
Tyrion's-
by Hoet's wisdom.
Tyrion's actually getting some relatively decent armies.
Black-hearted dreadnought.
But I just need another army up and running. We'll upgrade everything over here. And then probably this. Yeah, here we go. Now the secondary... Now this province is becoming pretty damn good. 4.6k. That's not even its final form. Next turn, it'll be close to final form. But I'm going to have to start killing stuff. Normally just actively being around and fighting, you spread quite a lot of Slash Corruption.
What now?
So you typically don't need to build any buildings or worry about it, generally speaking. You will spread quite a lot of corruption naturally. Now, let me check to see what units. Yeah, Anton.
You cruel elfing. No one cruel and nastier than me.
Anta. What up, dude? Outpost. No armored missions. What I might be able to do, actually, is recruit some
Limitless power.
Skaven units. Rattling gunners? I just don't think they don't fit in the army is the problem. Annoyingly, he's got a tier 4. Okay, here we go. Mortars. We can get mortars. Hey, Beta Flame. Ah, here we go. Catapults. There we go, boys. We're going to get some catapults in the army. That will help, actually.
What is your dark purpose?
Next turn, we'll get catapults in there. Morathi's going to get Sword of Khaine. This is just printing us off money for now. I have to be very careful because I'm consuming a lot of slaves. I'm going to probably just have to fight Tyrion naturally.
Lord.
I might just have to start sacking Tyrion port settlements. We're scheming the rats. Always scheme with the rats. Yeah, upgrade the port first because then we can get the building upgrade. Because the port gives slaves per turn as well. Yeah, 40 is really nice.
All-powerful sorceress.
We're going to be probably going to war with a lot of people soon.
Cruel
So,
sorceress.
I'm going to have to make sure I'm prepared for that.
Destructive.
You are going to be one of the potentially one of the first to go forward. I'm going to merge Lodestone because it's really bad. What am I going to wish into the world? Another armor piece. An armor piece or a talisman preservation I'll take. Scroll of Leeching. One of the worst. It is what it is. Hey, Drax. I don't know if you've seen the World Eater trailer for this game. It looks pretty good. Oh, really? Thanks for letting me know. I'll have to check it out. Okay, the Scroll of Leeching is pretty damn disappointing. Forbidden Rod is actually goated, so I'm gonna want to keep Forbidden Rod. Enchanted item, I'm gonna fuse that because it sucks. Alright, Talisman Preservation right now. Die Titan. Enables Shield Breaker and 10% range. I don't really use that. Is there another weapon I have that's not amazing? Because these weapons don't really help me too much. I can fuse 2 blues to get another blue though. Black Dragon Egg. Damage per second. Full armor piercing. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad, boys. Full armor piercing. Because we're actually starting to get quite a lot of pieces of equipment. So So I might as well keep merging some of these to see if I can get better units. Or better items, excuse me. Armor Fortune is actually the second best piece of armor, so I don't mind that at all. Potion of Healings are actually super useful as well. New range weapons kind of annoying, so yeah. It doesn't really help you too much, right? Let's do these two, because generally speaking, Terror is not that useful. Crown of Command is a big no-no. Do I have any other enchanted items? I don't. Just trying to look to see if I have anything else, because obviously I'm going to start fighting an awful lot, so I'm going to keep getting a lot of items coming through.
Well,
Black Dragon Egg probably is not too bad.
Dreadlord of Nagal.
This guy's getting ready for it.
Tyrant of Nagal.
This secondary army is going to be up and running as well, so we're going to have
Black
one...
Heart.
This army, by the way, is costing me only 800. How broken is that? 800 upkeep for a full army. And we're going to get it even reduced even further by another 8%. And it'll be even further reduced by a higher tier settlement. Crazy. Did Dark Elves have a pouch of potions that gave 3 charges of Potion of Healing?
Lord
If I'm not mistaken, there is a certain buff for the Potion of Toughness. I can't remember the Lord, but one of the Lords has the ability to do that. It might either be Dark Elves or High Elves, but I know there is a. I know exactly what you mean. There's like a pop-up that you can get where you can get Potion of Toughness to have 3
what do you
charges.
seek?
A legendary item, yeah. Dude, my army is about to. I'm straight up about to unleash a tide of Dark Elves onto the donut. It's gonna be juicy. I actually am half tempted to attack Tyrion here. I'm actually very, very tempted to attack Tyrion here with the armies we've got here. Because that's a lot of slaves, plus he's forced march. Can I have 2 Black Arcs attacking a settlement at once, guys? Does anybody know? I don't think the reinforcements would work like that. It doesn't work from the sea, right? So would it just be one army? I only got into Warhammer in the last 2 or so years, and now I'm addicted. Dude, the Warhammer universe is incredible. Are you more of like a fantasy or 40k? Nice. Rework crossbows coming at a perfect time as well.
Dreadlord of Nagal.
144 range, let's get it. What is your army?
High Elven Archmage.
I mean, pretty trash outside the archers. And then what's in the main settlement? What's the garrison like? Not too formidable.
Is it time? We must wait.
Get ready for backspace just in case I need to. Yeah, he's in here.
Haste.
Okay, we'll take the Sword of Khaine and then absolutely start dominating.
Noble boar.
I generally don't think that I can attack
see
this.
The winds.
What now?
I don't think I can. What I'll do, I'll move here.
Plotting a course.
Because like I said, I'm almost certain I can't fight with 2 Black Arcs because that would be so insanely overpowered. We could definitely go into this one. Never mind that. We'll do hit and run for the movement speed. Unless there's something here that we really need. Recruit rank's probably not terrible. Leadership's probably not terrible. Don't really want that. Sacking settlements might help a lot, actually. We go sacking settlements. I think I'll make a lot from that.
approve of these dark.
Now, who would
My
give
temper
us?
is quick, but Sun Fang is quick.
Who would give us the most money? I mean, Dreadfleet technically who would want peace, and if I declare war against Tyrion, plus 18. I don't think he has any territory on the donut anymore. Let me check. Hey, oh, he does inside, so yeah, can't peace with him yet. Can't peace with him yet. Unit in here. That would be a good idea, yeah. I could certainly put the units in there.
Lord of the Black Court.
It would need me to take. I'd need to take 2 turns to do that though.
Feared by all.
And I think the momentum I've
Master
built
of
now,
high magic.
I've got a good amount of momentum. I think the only scary thing is I don't have any magic. I'm fairly certain I can't do
Dreadlord of
this.
Nagal. Tyrant of Nagal.
The question is, am I ready to deal with the tide of Tyrion?
Chosen of Hecate.
Am I ready for the tide of Tyrion?
Enchantress.
Guess you'll only find out when you give it a go. But if I declare war through Count Oculus, I don't have to declare war on his allies as well. Yeah, I'll do that. So this is a bit of a cheesy thing you can do. So if you declare war on a faction through another faction, you can bypass all their allies. As you can see here, we're at war with Tyrion, but not his allies now. I don't think my Black Ark will join me. Yeah, I didn't think they would. I think this should be fine as long as I play it okay. What magic is it? Ah, it's death magic. That should be fine then. Yeah, should be fine. Grab test. Are you bringing at least 5 Hydras? Always. And Claybones, what's up, dude? Being somewhat mediocre. Yeah, I mean, even if you take Elite and R and like range factions like that, range on a Lord is pretty trash. Because you will never out DPS an actual unit that's ranged. I don't finish them. Absolutely solo. I'm not here to play fair, you know? Have I been? I've been well, man. Thanks for asking. I'm not here to fight a fair battle. Alright, let me... We know there's only 3 ranged units on their army. So I'm feeling if I set up like something like this, I think we're going to be more than okay. And then take the elevation here. So I think the AI is going to give me it. I think the AI will actually give me this. And then what I can do is I can bait them out with Black Ark. Master Engineer with a steam tank, absolutely. Give me that item. Blade Lord? Nah, I'm good, yeah. Yeah, it looks like the Eagle might be one of the first to join. So here's what you always want to make sure to do. The Lothan Sea Guards will crush me, but like I said, if they start shooting, then I will be fine. So what I'm going to do is reposition my range units to be more accommodating towards flanking. Oops. That was me just being a noob. Reposition. Annoyingly, they have garrison units with a lot of range, but we can just do this. Since they're firing actively, it should be okay. Good. Oh my god. See what we can do here, lads. It honestly might be a case of starting to run out. Nah. High Elf Cavalry are so trash, it's crazy. And then again, Dragon Princes are insane. So that's not all true. I mean, annoyingly, I just sort of have to... Wait, they have way more range units than I thought. Wait, this is BS. They have so many more range units than I thought. I need to push up then. Naff this.
The merciless host by Khaine. Dread spears.
Naff that. I gotta push up.
Merciless host. Blood will flow.
Where the hell did they crap out these range units, by the way?
Dark shards. Advance Rookie. Blood for Khaine. No survivors.
We are ready. Dealers are dead. As you said, merciless warriors. Onwards to murder.
Dark shards.
We are ready.
Dread spears.
I swear the army didn't have that many.
Orders understood. king!
Unless I'm blind.
I go for.
Dark elves! Slash! Kill! Glorious!
Yeah, he's doing a good job of cycle charging there.
Red spears! At once!
I need a mage in this army ASAP.
Lord.
Dark shards!
Dreadlord.
Dread spears! Nagorothi!
Once your boy has a mage in this army, my life becomes 10 times easier. I think I'm gonna do this on the melee units in the front to allow my allow my spearmen to start pushing back. Because if I can route those guys, it buys you enough space to start moving towards them.
Dread spears! Slash! Kill! Advancing! Understood! Understood.
Send over here.
Moving out.
So we position behind and shoot them from behind.
Orders understood!
Advancing.
Nagorothi! Dread spears! Massacre them!
I mean, thankfully they're giving me at least a little bit of a breather here.
Understood! Destroy! The merciless
It's kind of them. Let's reposition.
Slay them.
Fire from behind. And then here's where we take advantage because we've opened up enough room here.
Murder awaits.
By your command,
Just going to try and push these guys into melee as much as possible.
we are ready.
Noble born.
Attack! It is done!
Good.
Slay them! Druki, forward!
It's like pound for pound in a range fight, we absolutely out DPS them by a long way.
Kill them.
Dark shards!
Like, it's crazy the kind of DPS Black Arcs do.
At once!
Dark Shards, excuse me.
Merciless
Dark Shards DPS is like unbelievably bonkers.
Black-hearted Lord.
It's probably on par with some of the highest DPS in the game for a low tier unit. But as you can see, we're now pushing them away nicely.
Following orders!
As we made sure to focus on the things that mattered the most. Gave myself opportunities to flank where possible as well. And now obviously the AI is going to run away in fear, which will allow me to push up my melee line and my range line to support everything else. And obviously we've checker-boxed our inventory to the point where we can now run up without too much of a threat.
Destruction! Slash! Kill!
Beautiful.
Dark shards! Eager for battle. Understood! Onwards to murder! Druki!
I'm out here playing chess, they're playing checkers, boys. That's all I'll say.
Pleasure!
Look at how many units. One Dread Spear has stopped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units shooting.
Dread spears!
Just because we focus on the front line
Forward!
to enable ourselves to have the range or the space to push their back line.
Kill them!
And the reason the AI does that is because they're on skirmish mode.
Battle ready!
It's the only reason that works. Because the AI is on, by default, skirmish mode, so quite literally sending your melee units into a kamikaze mission is always worth it. As long as you're pushing them back. So we ended up with quite, not that many casualties because of this. And then we'll do another rotation of Dark Shards here as well. I'm going to actually ignore these guys and just keep pushing forward.
Druki! Masterless warriors! Cold-blooded killers!
It's honestly beautiful.
Slaughter them!
It is honestly beautiful. These trees are going to be a little bit lame, but
Shards!
it is what it is.
Slay them!
I mean, most of the archers will get crushed in melee. In fairness, the Dreadspears are actually pretty formidable melee fighters as well.
Onward! Suffering for all!
But here's the fun thing about the Dark Shards and armies like this. Nice fun. Don't really need to chase them down either because the majority of what we'll do is just friendly fire the crap out of our own infantry. Lovely jabbly. So that's taken out... Oh, he had Lothan Sea Guards, and he had Silverin Guards as well. Silverin Guards are no joke, man. They're a very powerful spearman. But it's like tier 1 units, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1s, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2s. So it was mainly it's like a couple tier 3s, a couple tier 1s, a couple tier 2s. Down to dig in front of them and waste all their ammo. Yeah, it is an interesting one. You disappoint me, Queek. To be a Lord of Decay is not to stab and kill and smash. Oh, first world problems, my PC's too fast. I think I'm going to go with an Occupy situation. Make less money, slaves are the same. But we need this province. And then we'll take this one. I don't think this is by the sea. No, this is not the sea. So I think I'm actually going to go with the...
Vex us further.
Go with what was suggested, because I think it's a really good idea. Ah, bugger. She should be on the donut.
Supreme sorceress
Hold on,
of
I'll
Grant.
respec her. Hold on, respec. And then get the fire mage on the donut.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
And that should also mean catapults already. Yep. And they get 2 catapults in there as well. And then the fire mage will take the army over here. I mean, technically I could replace this army from the admiral as well. Just with a normal generic lord. But renowned and feared. And... Revan power. So, not good. Pretty decent. Take that.
Noble born.
So now we've got some physical resistance and more leadership on the front line, which is really handy, actually. My favorite units, even though they're kind of mid. Yeah, they look super sick, right? We're going to get Rebellion over here as well, which is nice. I have 7.2k gold. It's so insane, this economy, man. We'll do that. Do the roads as well. Because I don't mind it costing me a little bit more. And we'll probably use like a... I can probably regiment around. I can put regiments around in here, can't I? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and recruit. What's my army missing, really? Maybe one of these bad boys? I think I have more than enough melee. Range, excuse me, so I'll do one of each. Now I've got a army printing machine right where the enemy is. Which is one of the reasons why Dark Elves is terrifying.
Peerless.
If you get a Black Ark set up and running in enemy territory, it's like GG. It is like the most amount of tempo you can ever gain. Because I'm going to be printing off an insane amount of units from 2 Black Arks. It's crazy. Because like if you look at this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 recruitment currently per turn. And this Admiral's going to be leveling up as well. So this is the reason why it's so unbelievably important to level up your Black Arks as soon as you can.
Stand, sit, kneel, it matters not.
How do I make him like me more? Plus 15. That is handy. How much gold would that be? Gold doesn't matter. I'll declare war on you because it literally doesn't matter anyway.
For the Lord of the Black Tower.
How much does he need? 4,000 for a small gift. Holy crap, Malekith's economy is good as well. Right, I'm going to work on making a Malekith Confederation. Once I get him towards 150 diplomacy, we can confederate him for sure. 150, 200 diplomacy is the sweet spot for confederating people. So we're going to get Sword of Khaine next turn. But then again, it's going to make people hate me, though. That's the problem.
What is it you desire?
That, in turn, will make people hate me. So it's difficult to say if it is the right choice. Shall I get the Sword of Khaine, boys? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Like, I'm under the impression that it'll be so much more enjoyable murdering the donut with it. Seems counterproductive. It is very counterproductive, you're not wrong. I feel like the Sword of Khaine will reduce... I think it reduces public order and all sorts, right?
The mother. Don't hold back.
Ill considered.
Let's see. Oh, wow. This is a losable fight? Is it because he's that OP with the Sword of Khaine? What's my goal after the donut? I haven't got one yet. Let's kill him. And Dead to Drake, thanks for the whole matey. I mean, Morathi does become... Like, Morathi naturally is pretty strong. I just wish he had a dragon. It'd be sick if she had access to a dragon. All I'm going to do is soul steal the main general, probably. I do need to transition Morathi's army, though. Morathi's army needs to be transitioned to be better. As her army right now is still low tier. But then again, I'm saying that as if it's like turn 10. It's literally, actually, like turn 50 or something. It's like turn 30. Which side's better to attack? This side. This side, this direction. Won't these guys just solo them? Like straight up? If I deploy them here, well, I'm actually curious to see what happens. Yeah, Morathi's army definitely needs a revamping.
Sorceress of blood! Mother of vengeance!
I don't have Forbidden Rod on anymore, annoyingly.
Fury, come forth!
Yeah, let's have a look what we're working with.
They shall know fear!
I do love the fact that you can cast these bad boys right on the gate. So if you didn't know, you can cast vortex spells right on the gatehouse, and it does damage the ones above as well. Nice. Ooh, Sword of Khaine man is there, so probably want to avoid that engagement. Probably not the greatest of ideas to go towards him. Now, I'm interested in how much a fireball will do. Not a terrible amount of damage, won't lie. So now all we need to do is just chillax a little bit. Another one of those fire vortexes will probably pay dividends. Come on, let me cast it properly. There we go. Might not have been the best. Yeah, it's not the best because I need it to be bouncing him back into the gatehouse. I think it's just a Pit of Shades angle to BH. Well, I'm curious to see how these guys will do in melee. I don't think Morathi's a horrendous melee fighter. Especially when I'm trying to use stuff like this. I'm not going to cancel this one just yet, but I will Potion of Healing. I really need to evade any damage on the Sorceress because she's going to be squishy AF. That's another one of these bad boys. It's just so cheap. 10 Wounds of Magic is so cheap. Wow, Morathi is straight up murdering him. Like, her stat line is decent, but it's not that good. Okay, but here we go. She's getting attacked by two things. I need to run away with her. I mean, in fairness, to say he's got no healing, we're in a pretty good standing. Because I can probably just cycle charge or do something like this. Oh my god, I hit myself with that. I deadass hit myself with that. Alright, let's go up. Oops. These guys aren't hidden, so they're taking the damage the entire time. Nice. That's a cast this and run away. It's nice that she's got a Greater Arcane Conduit. That should kill him and finish him off, so I don't need to fight him anymore. Yeah. Sword of Khaine down, boys. Sword of Khaine down. I do feel like it's sacrilege not to take the donut. Not to take Sword of Khaine, to take the donut. Alright, let's try and take these down. Yeah, my army is definitely not ideal for sieging currently, but we can certainly deal with that. I would love to get some healing from my mage as well. I have an abundance of Winds of Magics available to myself as well, which is good. Nothing's really stacked per se. I think Morathi's probably better off to do damage. Yeah, because unfortunately none of them are in a really good prime position just yet. Alright, once we get into the settlement, we can certainly deal with them. Let's get the Dark Shards into position because we want to try and hold a little bit of frontal assault there, because otherwise we'll just take damage for no reason. Looking for magic casts, but just not really finding any good ones just yet. As the AI is playing very strange. Alright, let's grab my front line and start moving them towards. I mean, I don't hate just throwing out miasmas. Miasma's a really nice cost-effective spell. I will take an overcasted Pit of Shades there. No man, they've run away from it, so I'm going to cancel that with another cast. I honestly think just going in and attacking is not terrible either. Because if they surround Morathi, then I can get a good cast off, guaranteed. Here we go. But I will 100%... Hey, Joachim, good to see you, buddy. I will 100% put it up to vote, so whatever you guys want me to do, I will do. If you want the Sword of Khaine, I'll do the Sword of Khaine. Nice, beautiful damage over there. I'm looking for spells as well. Yo, Dragonimus, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for the raid, man. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you had a great rest of your Kyra stream, dude. Much love to you, my man. We are currently in a position where we're playing Morathi, exploring how insanely overpowered her economy is. It is pretty ridiculous how good her economy is. I think there's very few factions where I can confidently say I am struggling how to spend. I'm struggling spending enough money. Like, that is such a first world problem, but I generally can't spend enough of my money each turn because I'm making so much. Hey, Zivians. Like, my economy is so good, I can't keep up and spending the money quick enough. But like I said, that is like straight up first world problems. What a problem. I know, right? It's not a terrible problem to have. Please, you know, don't say that it's not. Why does Matthew have such excess money? Because it's a slave economy. She has the best slave economy in the game because of her Slaanesh corruption, and on top of that one, she gets a lot of bonuses to her economy as is as well, because the provinces she's around provide a lot of buffs because she's got a lot of four-pronged provinces, like 4 settlement provinces. So right now I'm making like 5,000 main province, maybe 4,000 secondary province, and it's like turn 30 something. So I think she has probably the best economy in the game. I think if you min-maxed it especially, I don't think there's many factions that would be remotely close to hers. 12 level settling? I would say so. And one of the best things about it as well is it's not that intensive, right? You can make a ton of money as the Dark Elves without even doing much, which is one of the beautiful things about it. Like, there's not a lot of human intervention for me to make tons of money. I have to click a ton of things. But Dragomos, I hope you had a great stream, my man. Appreciate the raid. It's very kind of you. I know, if you guys don't know who Dragomos is, they stream morning time usually. So I'm normally kind of like, I stream later on in the day. So if you want a nice, great stream to watch in the morning, here's your guy. He is your guy indeed. But they have nerfed Chorf's ability to make a lot of money. Who is it? Drazowith was the one that could make the most amount of money by such a long way, so easily, because of the fact that he could take caravan money. With caravan money being taken away, his economy still was really powerful because you could raid a lot of your friends nearby. They took that as well. They nerfed that away as well. And obviously, it's a lot harder to make money on Chaos Dwarves now, basically. Whereas, like I said, I'll show you guys. If I go ahead and do loot and occupy, I'll probably trade this settlement away. I don't want to keep this. Right, guys, what do we do? Alright, boys, do me a favor. Type Uno 10 in the chatto if we take the Sword of Khaine. Type 2 if we don't. 1 for claiming the Sword of Khaine as ours. The Sword of Khaine will be mine. Type 1. Or are we powerful enough to reject it? Do we have the power to reject? Are we bloodthirsty to murder today? Your late husband's sword would be not to keep it. There's a split down the mid. It actually is quite... It is actually quite split. Morathi worships Khaine too much? Yeah, that is valid. 2s are party poopers. I think 2s have been burnt by the Sword of Khaine before. Right, we'll leave it to a coin flip then. Since it's so close, I'm gonna coin flip it. Heads will be Sword of Khaine, we'll take it. Tails will be we won't. So let's coin flip it. Tails we won't. So, we have decided to reject the power of the Sword of Khaine, as the coin flip determines. We were pretty much an even split when it came to... it was pretty much an even split between... I mean, we can definitely take the Sword of Khaine as well.
I have many excellent tools.
I can't confederate, actually. Ultimate's power is lost. I know. So here's the logic, right? And you guys are going to be annoyed at me for it, but the logic... We'll remember that. It's like Clementine, right, on that game. Chat will remember this. Coin flip has spoken, Magicap, you get it. Guys, the coin flip spoke. It's nothing to do with me. You can't get mad at me when the coin flip did it. It doesn't work like that, guys.
The power is mine.
It was out of my hands. Be annoyed at the coin flip. Clementine, forgot about it? Yeah, dude. I remember playing that game ages ago. Okay. Right, I need to transition my army a little bit more. I really don't want this territory. What I can do is trade this to... Screw you, Lady Luck. I can trade this to Slanesh to get a lot of money. Because this territory is trash for me. Although the rest of his territory is good for me. So I don't hate murdering him more, actually.
Absurd.
Can I force march into the settlement to defend it? Oh, I don't even need to.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Right, look at this. I am making currently 16,511.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
I actually cannot recruit enough. Right, I'm gonna have to have a couple of shade stacks getting ready to fight over here. I mean, if I can attack this turn, we can get a secondary shade stack up and running. I don't think I have another... I think the other lord that I had that was prepared for this is wounded for another 2 turns. So I didn't level up another lord, if I'm not mistaken. I only leveled up 2 at the beginning of the game. I suppose we've got a beast one over here that's level 5, which you could probably use as well. That's not too bad either. But I probably should start recruiting ASAP. In here. So let's just recruit somebody that is... they're all the same price. So I'll just recruit you because we've recruited you before. Start getting some more shades in there. The rebellion's going to attack this settlement. I have to be a little bit cautious of the fact.
I am the first sorcerer.
So I could take this settlement actually, because it would give me. I'd probably get the. I probably would be able to get the Sword of Khaine building again if I wanted to do it again. But we'll do the old diplomacy trading trick and put a military building in there. I wonder if I'm going to be in a good position now. But yeah, you can see this. 5,000 income from this one province. And it's turn 35. Ridiculous. Best lord to use for Dark Elves? I honestly think it's Morathi. No cap.
Do not vex us further.
Dude, I need more trade agreements, man.
What brings you before the Lord of the Black Tower?
I need to get Malekith to like me more. Trading settlements is probably the way to do it. So I need a secondary lord over here. This is the annoying thing. I actually need a lot of lords. I'm trying to overextend myself pretty heavily.
Who seeks me?
But it'll be interesting nonetheless. Is it worth fighting Lisbon now? I feel like it's only about time he declares war on me, so I might as well declare war on him in my own terms. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'd prefer to do it on my own terms.
You things need scale when aid help, yes. Barter deal.
Okay.
Yes, master.
Let's declare war on my own terms, boys.
Feel my power.
The best generic lords? Yep, generally speaking, because magic is always hella useful.
Passes for treasure.
Magic will always be useful. The melee lords are atrocious. Like, none of these lords are any good. And the Supreme Sorceresses all get dragons. They all get access to black dragons eventually at 22. Which makes them an incredibly formidable lord. I should probably just go straight to Conduit, honestly. It makes them all incredibly good. Alright, so now I've got to be a bit hesitant on the fact that I'm probably going to get attacked. I can't attack this because it's not on the sea. But I can check for more ports down the side. I think there's ports down here. If I'm not mistaken, it's either on this one of these sides. There's a port settlement here, I believe. That's going to be attacked in a second. But yeah, getting dragons is insane. And yeah, Beta Flame, all range units were nerfed in Warhammer 3. Every single range unit was heavily nerfed. God, my turns are going to start taking quite a while now. I have a feeling the turns are going to be taking quite a bit of time. Mainly because of the fact that each turn I'm going to have to do a lot of battles. If I had declared war, and that'd be annoying. If I did the trade agreement, you absolute rat. Oh, the money values of... I actually don't think the money is that nerfed nowadays. Unironically, I think the economy for Dark Elves is actually close to where it was with Morathi. I mean, it used to be crazy. It was crazy back in Warhammer 2 days. But Morathi is getting it close because of the fact that Slaanesh Corruption provides 15% additional money. Plus you got the road for more money. You got the slave pen to reduce the amount of consumption of it. You have a lot of way to amplify it, which is nice. Dark Venom. Base weapon damage is something I'm not interested in. What's your loyalty? It's 10 anyway. I'll give her experience. It's fine. Well, I don't actually know. Let's actually check to see what I've done to annoy him.
If your question doesn't
military actions against the Dreadfleet and the Scourge of Khaine. Oh, because he's trading with them. Oh my god, 23 bands? Nakari's that rich? $23,000 gold. For a garbage settlement that I don't even want to use. We'll still put the military building in there. We'll still do the cheeky trick. We'll take 2 turns though.
Hag sorceress of Grond.
I could go band to band with him?
I
Yeah, I
am
thought so.
Morathi.
Let's take the Phoenix Gate. This will be a really good opener.
Do not order me. Heart red.
I'm going to fight this because I want to heal Morathi because of regeneration she's got. Dude, honestly, guys, buckle up for some incredible, insane fighting. That's all I gotta say. Like, each turn is going to get bloody. Like, we're going to have probably a lot of battles on our hands, and we're going to have to play well with each and every one of them. Otherwise, we're in trouble. There's a lot of dudes to kill now. I might have to give my potion of healing to my fire mage as well. Guys, is there much ways to get regeneration on Dark Elves? I'm trying to remember. I think it's like, obviously Isabel. Killing Isabel I know is one. But that's obviously not that consistent.
My revenge comes.
Generally I just need to heal, so I'll just... I can vibe out casting spells.
On the move.
Names of Power, Attila? Wait, you can get it from Names of Power? Of course you can get a rare armor, can't you? You're right.
At my command. At once. Focus
I really want to
revenge.
avoid my mage taking damage, but we'll bring her up nonetheless.
Fury, come forth.
It's nice that we have additional damage. What's your intensity? Normal.
It will be. Keep me
I mean, Morathi low-key kind of vibing here.
I thirst. Moving out.
Agility gives regeneration or hunger depending. Okay, interesting. 121 speed is insane, by the way. Let me throw this one down. All those guys are dead because they fell off the wall. Fun fact about Soul Stealer, you actually don't need to attack anything to heal. You can just cast Soul Stealer anywhere and it'll still heal you.
Sorceress of Grond.
I don't know why, it just works like that. Logically speaking, it makes no sense that you can Soul Steal nothing and still regenerate. Just the way the cookie crumbles, though. Nice burning head bouncing off the wall. So I will cast this on her as well because I feel like my healing cap is pretty damn good. So Power of Darkness 0.7, Life Leeching is 0.1. Draining the life force from foes and renewing the caster's own vigor.
Hag sorceress.
It's a juicy flame vortex. And I don't believe so, Zivians. Maybe in lore, but there's no representation of that in game. It's beautiful. Go. The AI straight up doesn't know what to do. My bad? No, no one needs to say that. It's all good, brother. Hey, Slayer, howdy, handsome. Give it another go and it's going well. Nice, dude. Lots of macro. Didn't expect upgraded Lash to deal so much damage, though. It's really good, right? Yeah, genuinely, the live stream that I did was insane. I'm very proud of that one, that specific live stream. I really did demonstrate how to min-max as Nakari. If you're ever wanting to learn Nakari, that is a really good baseline. And Pinkerton, in fairness, not the greatest, I'll be honest. I need to play way more. It's a tough game, dude. We'll see if I end up competing in it. The entire purpose of me attacking this was to heal. And we are no longer doing what they call healing. The good news is, Winds of Magic is not bound to power. But no, Slayer, yeah. Honestly, Nikari can be so overpowered, but it just takes a lot of effort. Like, it's not something that is like a very easy reward, but he's very strong. There is very few factions that can do what he can do, but yeah, you really have to like be on point with your movement and stuff. Nice. I wonder how many more of these bad boys is going to be needed. I'm a little scared with how much damage we're taking. I mean, you'd assume army loss bonus would kick in fairly soon. It is a shame that Morathi has such low armor. She is an incredibly squishy caster. One thing I probably should start doing is doing a lot of battles away from my capital, because I can get the Seasoned Veteran, I think it's called, or Seasoned Campaigner, I believe it's called, trait to give a perfect vigor, which would help a lot. Do you know what, let me just hold up and wait for Pit of Shades, because I think it's probably more effective. Slanesh DLC. Yeah, Slanesh DLC would be fantastic, because, I mean, Slanesh right now are very powerful, even in multiplayer. Like, to put it in perspective, I believe in Domination, Slanesh are one of the most powerful factions in the game. Just due to the way that they function and work. And if you're wondering as to why they're so powerful, it's just their speed. Their speed and armor piercing is kind of bonkers. Oh, and Zivian, sorry, you're making a joke about worms in the grass. I mean, logically speaking, yes, there would worms in the grass. Sorry, completely over the head, that one. You know, if I had hair, maybe it'd have gone into the brain, but I don't have hair, so it bounces straight off. That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, I would agree in that respect. If there would be something to kill. But no, we definitely should have taken a lot less damage. Oh, but 16% here will help a lot. Right. I'm curious to see what you would give me for this stuff. So I can give you the gate as well, but I do want to own the entire of the donut.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Huh. What magic? Metal is scary. Light is not.
Pulling back.
It's a shame he's level 1 as well.
Tyrant of Nagorok.
Supreme
Tyrion's
sorceress of
there.
Grant.
Good to know. I need to pull back here. Probably take on Skeggy.
Plans must wait.
Lord Mazda Mundi's over there. He'd probably go to here. If Mazda Mundi was going to go anywhere, he'd go to this settlement. But logically speaking, if I continuously move down this way, I can pressure him a lot.
My visions predict failure. Dark sorceress.
But no, I think this is the right play.
Dreadlord of the
Reposition. I'm going to have to probably go for the fight over there. A little smooch between these guys. Very cute.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Very cute. Very, very cute little smooch.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid at the moment. I might need to put my fire mage over in my other army. I think that's probably the smartest thing I can do right now. Is getting this mage over to one of my black arcs.
No.
Okay, that is a trash army I don't have to worry about. I feel like with this army force matched, I have less to worry about because it's going to be really tired going into the battle. I mean, I could just straight up leave the settlement, but I don't think I want to. Let's ego it a little bit here, shall we? I'm only seeing a few ranged units that outrange me. These will be a pain, though. And with the army abilities, we might be okay. I think the army abilities alone will help us a lot. Let me check something. As the Englishman I am, I'm in desperate need of a cup of tea. I should probably upgrade the army abilities as well. We have a lot of units, which is good. The terrain, low-key, not the greatest though. Here's not terrible actually, but then the trees really mess it up. I think taking elevation with the bolt throwers. I think taking a nice little frontal assault here. Move you slightly back. And then we can just have reserves with you guys. Reserves and then figure out what's, depending on the battlefield, we'll change them. And then guard mode. They attacked, I think we're attacking them, so I'm curious to see what they'll do, but we do have artillery. And generally speaking, when you have artillery, the AI does come towards you. We're a bit more consistent though, the two took. They're too much to suck this bad. Chariots are one of the best, most cost-effective units in the game, for the most part, especially Sun Ashes, but they require too much attention. Like, for me personally as a player, like, I look at a chariot, like, if I want to invest that amount of attention into a unit, I might as well be using my, like, Nikari. Like, investing that time into Nikari who can do more. Like, the potential of a chariot is really high, but equally so is the attention that's needed to use well, or to do well with them. So I, generally speaking, don't use chariots. Because for me, personally, as a player, the trade-off is not high enough. But everyone's different, right? I think they can be incredible, but it just requires so much energy to get to that. But this Admiral dying doesn't matter too much, because he's done level 1. That's my logic for it anyway. It's that I could probably do more with less. Alright, let's see if they'll keep chasing me. Looks like the answer's yes to that. Here's the danger zone for me. So if I go ahead and grab these guys into group. Looks like they are sending out units, which is good for me. So we've just like really solidified our position here. They hear the Shadow Warriors. Shadow Warriors are a terrifying unit. There we go. Okay, there you go. Enough of them are coming over. Let's go to 2. Single shots, I think, because the Eagle's probably going to be the one that we're going to be hitting first. Yep, Eagles looks like it's going to be the first target, so single shot's going to be more effective. As it has bonuses as large, as you can see here. 50 bonuses as large. The calibration distance is pretty bad right now because we're shooting at a really high range. Yeah, the further away you're firing, the less accurate you'll be. So let's start shooting to these guys. Dude, they are going to get absolutely bad. This Eagle is going to get one shot. No, he's attacking my lord. If the Eagle was still flying, the Eagle would generally be one shot by my range units. Here's the volley coming in. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. You really can't mess with Dark Elf range DPS, man. It is ridiculous. I was a little bit afraid of friendly fire we're going to see, but it looks like the Eagle's going to block most of that damage. Nice, juicy, juicy, juicy. Shame running right now. Let me go ahead and volley fire onto these Shadow Walkers now. Let's kill the Shadow Walkers ASAP if we can. Shadow Warriors are a real pain in the nuts. But as you can see, they're slowly filtering in units, which is a really advantageous thing for me. Unfortunately, the terrain's not perfect, but it is good enough. I'm not going to cast any Black Ark stuff just yet, because I feel like the battle will last longer than... the battle will last long enough to want to greed for good value with it. Beautiful. Now, as long as we're volleying in the rotation and the lines that we are, we'll be absolutely fine. So it looks like I'm going to reinforce the lines on the left here. I'm going to reinforce the frontal position because it looks like we're going to be attacked by a lot of units, but you can just see the sheer prowess of range DPS from the Dark Elves. If you are in the position of Dark Elves being able to shoot you, you will never win the DPS war. That's an overcasted Searing Doom. That's a pretty good spell. Yo, Khaine, for real, what's up, dude? I hope you had a fantastic semester, my friend. Lovely to see you. Let me replace that unit with another unit. I think replacing that unit is probably going to be more effective instead of just waiting for their inevitable death. Let's start casting some spells down. I think it's probably going to be worth it. Nice. Reposition. Take the frontal point. Dark Shard shooting any of these guys is going to be super money. No. Why is it so lit over here? Why are these guys so lit? Is there sudden, like, is there like the time and day or something? Yeah, I think the Reaper Bolt Throws were definitely important to have at least one in the army. Yeah, another cast coming through, but I don't suspect many of them will die. It's just they'll take a lot of damage. And then once again, we'll reposition the ones that are weaker and replace the front line with a different unit. Just to avoid taking massive amounts of casualties on the units that we don't want it. Because a few kills here and there is not anything to be worried about. Although if they are trying to push pressure on us like that, we have to reconvene the front line. Okay, great damage on the back line. Let's start to push towards a little bit. Let's get repositioning going.
The merciless host.
I just think it's going to be an angle of just black arcing the front line.
The merciless host.
I think it's time to start pushing out on that side as well. Should be some great DPS coming out here as well. A little bit careful, the general. You should be moving back. Reposition you. I think I'm going to be looking for pushing out with these guys to start putting pressure on the ranged. A really nice cast from the AI there, but I don't think it should matter as long as we keep the consolidated fire here.
Blood will flow. It is done. Dealers in death.
I need to start pushing out with this side. And then you guys can hold. You, and you. I'm telling you to move this way. Just naturally them running forward will help the battle a lot.
We are ready. As you say.
We already have enough of a front line to tank. We've already casted into here, so it's going to be more effective to cast again into there. And now we're running out to put the pressure. I don't think I need to care too much because we do have... Oh shoot, I have made a slight mistake. Okay, as long as you charge into there, we should be chilling. But now here's the death of the high elves here. And now we're getting pressure on the back line. Double cast into there, and we're chilling. I think that's Armor Loss bonus coming in very soon now. We've got murderous prowess still ticking off, so we've got a lot of combat prowess here. Yeah, Ammo Smoke's just kicked in.
Merciless warriors.
Funny enough, overcasting the this spell doesn't help too much, to be honest. The overall DPS increase of casting Searing Doom, overcasting Searing Doom, doesn't help a lot. Which is something you would assume is counterintuitive. So excited for the new DLC. I've always been a fan of Slanesh. I've done Nakari too many times. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I think Nakari's in a very unfortunate position where he is, like, kind of boring in a lot of ways, because you're only fighting the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I feel like he'd probably be pretty fun if he got, like, yeeted somewhere else. Because, I mean, I'm not sure about you, but the High Elves, fighting High Elves is quite simply, it goes as follow. Evade all of the range fire and keep moving forward. That's literally all you gotta do. Just keep dancing around all the range damage, and then eventually fight them. That is literally 101 what you're gonna be doing. Okay, we know there's 2 armies over there. Having freedom to play it. Yeah, Stefano, what's up, Banson? How are we doing?
Supreme sorceress of
But I agree. His playstyle is very much filtered into one way. Yeah, damn, the economy here is juicy. Ah, diggity damn. So Salish is actually doing well for herself. Morathi's army really needs to be replaced, because we need another lord coming up and running. Might mean that I need to have a secondary lord just hanging around with this lord, just to get experience. I do think getting this one is probably going to be helpful as well. Just so I can get experience on some more sorceresses, which then probably indicates that I should recruit the sorceress at level 5 here as well, as naturally she will gain a lot of experience. Supply lines isn't too detrimental just yet, which is nice. I think due to the fact that we're in war situations, I'm going to have to go straight into Chief Master, I think. As I don't think it's ever going to be a problem that I'm going to struggle with melee. Like, I feel like the Dread Spears as is are going to be sufficient. We'll fight the rebellion. So Tyrion has a lot of armies. Alistair the White Lion is technically a legendary lord as well, so he's a very strong lord. Looks like Tyrion has some pretty pesky units as well. I don't really have many things that can defend themselves, that's the problem. Strength rank of 23 means he's probably got, like, I would say 3? Technically shots fired? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where I need to put pressure. As I really want to make... I want to confederate Malekith. And then probably the easiest way of doing that is to push north, but I need I need another army to be north. I think Morathi... Nah, it wouldn't be Morathi. It would be...
My heart is filled with hate.
I feel that. Dude, if I could confederate, I probably might be tempted to, but it'd make Malekith hate me, so it's not worth it. Have a properly unique skill tree? I don't think he does, but he's coded as a legendary lord.
Murderous lord. Die!
If I am not mistaken, he's coded as an actual legendary lord.
Mother of the Druki.
I think upgrading this is not a terrible idea. Go ahead and go with weapon strength damage in the province, because that probably will buff up the actual melee units in there as well. So we've got enough slaves for now. Our provinces are making crazy amounts of money. We're making 17,000 gold, 2036 turns in. Mazda Mundi probably will either move towards this, like, disembark here, or he'll come towards Grey Rock Point.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
We're recruiting both units. My Dark Black Ark is coming to defend this side with an army that costs only 677. A full army costing 677 that doesn't consider supply lines is kind of bonkers. That is just crazy. Right, I think I guessed wrong in that Mazdamundi's attacking a different settlement, which is a shame. But it might mean since she's only here, I have enough movement to go that way. But I don't believe there is any chance that we would lose any of these battles. Admiral should be able to siege Skeggy, take away that from him. And we can siege this one with the Black Ark. It's one of the reasons why Black Ark is so unbelievably important. Is you can take a lot of portal settlements that you wouldn't normally have access to do so otherwise. Okay, so they're straight beelining this way. I didn't necessarily see where Mazdamundi went.
Calling the winds.
So as long as I can defend you,
Limitless.
Lord of the Black
and as long as you are over here as well,
Black-hearted
I'm chilling.
Dreadlord.
What is your dark purpose?
I think logically you need to be
Sorceress of the
recruiting.
Dark Convent.
Wait, no, shouldn't it just be a case of this? And then get rid of this guy?
Who seeks
Yeah, 100%. Round Marcher. Fear, I don't hate.
Phoenix Queen.
See, now I'm in an interesting position because... Where's the shades at? So I need to be recruiting this... I need to be leveling this up as if we're going to the next. Melee defense and missile strength, raid leader. Yeah, love that.
What?
So I'm not leveling up Morathi to be... the Lord... to buff up the army she has now. I'm going to be buffing up the army that I want to have with her. So that is probably one of the worst rebellion armies I've seen in my entire life. Charge bonus, yeah, shades, yeah.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Definitely not what they call it, but sometimes they do be like that. Next we'll buff up Lion Breaker, because we're going to go for a very cheap and cheerful one. Normally this secondary Black Axe you want to make very bespoke to fighting.
Black-hearted
The first one typically is to recruit with.
Lord of the Black Court.
Now we're going to go towards Skeggy. Alistair's going to start moving towards that direction, but I'm not too fussed just yet. We'll fight that one because there's no way in hell that that amount of units beats us that easily. Maybe what could be a good idea... Is it going to be a normal settlement? Because it's a Norscan? No, it's not. I was going to say... I think it's Norscan and Ogre settlements. I think at one point were... not capitals or siege settlements. But most of them don't even have shields, so this is going to be a bit of a wipe. This is going to be a classic case of just moving forward and murdering them. On where on the map it is, that makes sense. I mean, they did some nice quality of life changes to the Norscan settlements, though. They went through and changed all the terrain, if you guys didn't know that. All the Norscan terrain was changed to be frozen, I believe. And only frozen. I mean, I don't mind attacking in a really inoptimal position because the towers are garbage, and I just think I can just move forward and kill them. Picks up the lightning and frozen maps. Generally, literally like a flashbang, most of those Norscan settlements. Genuinely like being flashbanged IRL, those maps. Right, obviously all the Norscan warriors will cast on. Might force them to go off the walls, but they're probably going to be a little bit stubborn and just defend. Nice, knock some of them off, which means they're dead. And Stefano, exactly that.
Lord of Fear.
That's some Norska. Yeah, the sad thing is I actually really like Norska as well. I can probably just fast forward because I think we're just going to beat them. I think naturally the position we have will beat them up and they'll go off the walls, so we'll no longer be shot at by the towers. And if they do come up on the walls, we'll just murder them with the Black Ark spells. Nice juicy Bob's going up here. here we are. I mean, the crazy thing is, Wulfric used to be one of the most overpowered lords in Warhammer. Like, actually, do you know what? I'll play a test on you guys. Who here... you'll have to answer this question. What was the Warhammer buffs that Wulfric gave his armies from skill tree? So we're talking about specifically skill tree stuff. What did he buff his army? Or how much did he buff his army? In Warhammer 1. I actually have taken pictures of them ages ago. So let me quickly find them. Let me quickly find where I screenshotted them. This one? Well, I'm trying to find the screenshots that I did ages ago. Ah, I've got them. Your boy has them. Isn't he about mammoths? He was. That's just his skill tree, though. That was just his faction effect. That was just his faction effect. But no, he basically buffed everything. It was absolutely ridiculous. Hold on, let me start climbing the walls now. I'm trolling, to be honest. I'm trolling because I'm trying to take my screenshots. And implying I can even remember what happened last week. Yeah, low-key, same, to be honest. Like, I was trying to remember what I had, like, what I ate yesterday, and I genuinely couldn't remember.
Dreadlord!
It was an interesting experience, to say the least. I mean, look, I'm fairly surprised that this has not been won yet, as well. Should be able to shoot through the gates, to be honest. I probably should have just run up straight away. But basically what he did was he gave 15 melee attack for every single army. Mammoth. Every single army using mammoths, it was 15 attack. Every single army with marauders, it was a 10% reduction of units for every army. For his own army, he gave 15 melee attack to marauders. And then obviously there was red line tree as well. Like we're talking about criminal levels of buffs. It was crazy. Like the amount of bonuses you used to be able to get for certain lords was just crazy. But they heavily nerfed stuff like that. And rightfully so, to be honest. Like, you can't really get anywhere near those kind of power levels these days. Which in some ways is a shame. In some ways it's a good thing. Because yeah, they very frequently often made it about giving everything bonuses, not just your own army. But then as the game evolved, they started to realize that they shouldn't do that, as it was bad for the balance. It's like, what do you mean every army having a 15 melee attack is good? It's probably the reason why games didn't last anywhere as long. I suppose the map was tiny. In a lot of ways, it was a completely different kettle of fish. Alright, let's see how many of these go through the gate and how many climb the walls. We've got one going ladder, another going ladder, another going ladder. So 1 out of 5. Nope, 2. You know what, good on them. I'm quite surprised. I think me trolling and looking for screenshots made it so my army took a lot more casualties than it should have done, but It is what it is. Good news is, lads, I have a cup of tea. Cheers. And yes, I am fancy and bougie. Look at that pinky up while I'm drinking. See that pinky? That bad boy pinky? Been teleported 4 of my last 5 turns. That is bonkers. Did you get a lottery ticket? Potentially so. A siege rework, what it'll look like? I think the main problem with historical Total Wars and sieges, they didn't have to solve the problem that Warhammer has to solve, in that there's so many egregiously overpowered things. Tea is fancy? No, but if you drink it in a fancy way, it is. Like this, look. That pinky, while you're drinking, that's how you make it fancy. Tea in itself is not fancy. Depends how you consume it.
Their meager wealth is mine.
I believe it's like an English thing.
Lord of the Black Court.
Do I go into Elven Healing? Nah, I should buff up the army now. I don't think I care about buffing him up at all. When defending. When defending. No attack when... Ooh, that's actually kind of good. Magical attacks? Oh my god! Black Art's kind of low-key be pretty nutty.
Supreme sorceress of Grog.
Unless it needs an update.
Tyrant of
I
Naval.
honestly believe that Lizardmen are not in that desperate of an update.
Hag sorceress of Grog.
I think there's a lot of other factions that are way more desperate for an update.
Speak quickly, and you may
-1
escape
for the
life.
Confederation. I mean, I'm happy to have... I mean, Loki, I do want to have the entirety of the donut by myself.
Vampire of the waves.
Greed will be my own undoing. Are you at war with the Lizardmen still? You are. I mean, I deadass don't think I'm trading anywhere near as much as I can be. 71%, 71%, 26%. I need way more trade agreements.
I will wear your skin.
I can't trade with these guys.
Black-hearted.
What would purple donut taste like? It would be the forbidden fruit, I tell you. If Morathi takes the donut, that's what you call the forbidden fruit right there.
I am Morathi.
I declare war on you now.
You out before death lends you to my ranks.
This is tough. Because I need Morathi to start moving towards this way. Geomantic web could use a rework. That I'd agree to, yeah, for sure. The web's not in a good state, for sure. What's your strength rank? 17. Okay. I really wish if I can confederate Dark Elves, it would give me their Black Arcs. I'm going to have a lot of fun battles to come. I think logically I should probably finish my food over here. Or make him an alliance. I mean, it's quite literally the either or, right?
Deep down in your
But he doesn't want an alliance.
I already know it.
I feel like if I can get him to like me... it would count towards the donut being pink as well.
Misguided.
There's gonna be some tough battles coming up, that's for sure. I mean, Shades, getting access to Shades will be 2. In fairness, like, the rest of the units here are not that impressive, so I definitely think I do go into Shades. And I should probably... Is it Soul Torrent that's really good? I'm trying to remember. Number of projectiles is 1. I very rarely upgrade these. Duration 7 seconds. I don't remember. Do any of you guys know which one's the most OP ones? There's more costs of them. Cauldron becomes that. I almost a Comet Cassador. That's pretty good then. Go with that then. Sounds good to me.
Supreme sorceress of
recruiting.
Grant.
Hey Zenstar, what's up matey? I really wish I had a lord with the thingy.
Unleashed.
Certainly
I do
not.
think that Lizardmen have one of the most satisfying rosters in the game. But then again, they've had a lot of DLC, right? I feel like I'm just gonna murder him, to be honest.
Abyss yourself before me, and I shall
I feel like I'm just gonna murder Yunakari
All is possible.
because I can, to be honest. Bellycore. I don't really want to fight Bellycore though.
The Black
How would
Court is-
I get access to it?
Make this quick.
Maybe I just kill the Shrine of Khaine first.
I watch from the shadows, enchanting beauty.
I think that's the
Khaine
play.
wills it.
Get rid of this building.
Tyrant
Hold the
of
line
Nagaroth.
here.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
A lot of difficult choices at the moment. Because any of my main settlements going down means a significant loss in income. I really need to start going north to befriend my son. But I need another army to do that. I honestly think that I could probably get away with a pretty crap army up here. So let me actually rush construction. I genuinely believe that even a garbage army I could get away with. Hey, Justin, how are you doing, handsome? Indeed. I'm off work currently.
Supreme sorceress.
Fire
of
Mage.
Grant.
Let's see if we can get a good one. Rebel in the name of power, I believe. Come on, give me the shade. Give me the shade. Give me shade. Not quite. Physical resistance and leadership is not terrible though. We'll take that for now.
Incarnate.
We'll go this. Yeah, Justin, not too bad, mate. Not too bad, thanks, Paul.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Let's do this. Let's start printing out some of these bad boys. I really wish I had a black arc nearby.
This heat saps my
If I had another black
Lord
arc, it'd be
of the
nice.
Black Court.
All-powerful sorceress.
Recruiting nothing but shades over here.
Cruel and deadly.
We're going to wait for another level up and then we can put in an upgrade of the army abilities.
Feel my power.
We're going to hold the line from that side. We're going to recruit to get another line over there. Supply line currently is number of armies is 4, which makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously the black arcs do not count, which is really nice.
Black
Which is what makes the Dark Elves an extremely powerful force. Upgrade all these bad boys while we start upgrading the army. Might be worthwhile getting a Master in here. Spiteful will help a lot. Could be worthwhile going more heavily into melee, to be honest, in this army.
Chosen of Hecate.
But with it being turn 37, I don't think it's worth that.
Forbidden magic.
So we're going to have a lot going on over here, a lot going on over here. Probably going to lose White Peak, so I should probably cancel construction of that one unless I can defend it with this guy. Which I think is probably not a good idea just yet. I mean, I don't hate the idea of merging. Like so. And then kicking. And then recruiting 2 fresh units to be ready for the battle to come. Don't dislike that idea at all.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Man. What is your guys' favorite fruit? I think my favorite fruit of all time is mango, strawberries, and watermelon. I always make the same joke to my partner when she buys a mango. And she's always like, man go. And I'm like, no, man stay. She hates it every time.
Madness fills the air.
I'm going to trade this one out.
Do not like your mask, no faz. Offer must be tempting. Yes, so.
Good pound banana. Yeah, very solid. Because I was going to say,
Serious.
I feel like strawberries and mangoes, strawberries, and that are all very similar.
Cooked and hooded.
You know what I mean? They're all quite a similar archetype. Wow, there's a lot of territory over here for me to yoink.
Dread Lord of Nagaroth, Lord of the Black Court.
Life is good as a Dark Elf right now, boys.
I admire your darkness.
Now I'm curious because I feel like this is garbage. Strongest is a single unit. Interesting. Go on then. Maybe I should be getting like some of these in here as well. Beerit.
What?
Upgrade the shades
What
just
is
in
your
case.
dark purpose?
You're gonna get ready to try and ambush one of these armies. And we're getting a crap stack over here, but ready and going. What I can do if this buff is going to disappear, which it is, I can recruit all my melee units, and they will keep the ranks of that. So they'll keep the rank of unit ranks 2. And by the way, on the Twitch side, boys, ads are going to be kicking in to get rid of pre-roll ads. Just to give you guys a heads up. Much love.
Fear my malice.
To get rid of the pesky pre-roll ads. I really need to try and get more trade agreements, man.
Who seeks me? What do you seek?
Yeah, I need more. Ooh, I'm actually running out of money now. Something said it couldn't be done. I'm now getting a bit squeezed. Who'd have thought being in so many different wars at the same time is not a good idea? Maybe I can ask for money off these guys?
And show display deference thinking.
No. We're not that close just
You
yet.
wish to join my young.
Kinda makes me want to trade
If
across
you
the settlement then.
displease me further, you will.
37.6k.
We have acquiescence.
That to me is a no-brainer, lads.
Speak. Feel my
As I take
rage.
this and sack it.
Your words are nothing.
Isn't the garrison insane in here? Holy balls, it is. Yeah, I definitely think that's worth it. Unknown greater duration in the projectiles. That's fine. Right. Ugh. Morathi, my dear, it's time to shine. I honestly think that Morathi is a very strong, powerful fighter. I think I'm going to avoid any kind of confederation. Like I said, to avoid annoying Malekith. My archetype of army composition is not the greatest currently. I think I just kind of threw together whatever was close by.
Vengeance awaits. Heed me, dog.
But as long as I find where the good units are and just kill them accordingly, I think this battle will be super free.
Nagaroth's fury.
But definitely on the Lord, we can chuck a
At my
bolt down.
command.
If that hits, I will be shooketh. I was going to say. I was like, in that scenario, we were dipping and diving and evading. And that would have been incredibly impressive if that hit.
Matriarch.
you know what? Unironically, I think a Burning Head is just better here.
Mother of the Druki.
And then Pit of Shades.
Feel my
Yeah,
fury.
one shot the Dark Shards. Pit of Shades is going to suck the rest of them in as well, and that will probably one shot most of them.
Sorceress of Grant!
And the Shades are running into it too because of the fact that it sucks them in. Now that, my friends, is a juicy spell.
Sorceress of Grant!
As you wish.
Bleak Swords, Dark Shards. Sure, another cast here. That is very likely doing a lot of good damage against the Hagen Executions as well.
Behold my fury.
Oh my god, I've taken a lot of damage on Morathi. Look at the damage I've taken here.
Feel my vengeance.
Let's get out of that.
Indeed.
I'm assuming someone's... Ah. Shades in the back there, murdering the crap out of me.
We are ready. Massacre them. Dark elves.
I have troops, I might as well use them. Let's move my, move these guys on the
First
outside.
sorceress. At once.
I mean, we might as well just finish these guys off with that cast.
Dark deeds.
I suspect that's going to kill enough entities to make them rout.
Shadowy overseer. I move. Onward.
Love to see it. Let's go ahead and cast into another Dread Spear.
Destroy.
I think just waiting for a Pit of Shade is going to be more effective now. Yeah, I don't hate casting here.
My command.
Especially with the AI behaving as weird as they are, it should suck a good amount of them in. And then pull the Harpies over. And that's great. I find the Conduit and things synergizing really nicely together. I think the sweeping attack should be good here.
All powerful!
Buff them up with melee defense.
Melee!
Although the range is what's going to kill them. Anyway, I can put pressure on these shades over here. And we do actually have free reign getting in here. ACRs. Icarus. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. I'll give you that.
Revenge comes.
Sorceress of Grant!
Red spears.
Okay, guys, if you want to move up here. Harpies are doing a fantastic job because they are healing while in melee.
Sorceress of Grant!
Very terrifying unit to go against, usually. It's definitely a vortex angle here. So now let's have a look how these guys perform in charging in. That should do a crap load of damage to the barricade as well. I actually don't think they're going to lose that fight. Yeah, they have garbage melee stats. Oh wow! Since the vortex spell keeps bouncing, it's a very effective spell on a barrier like that because it'll keep bouncing into it like it's a wall, and it'll bounce it back, so it'll just continuously print off value. That spell alone was incredible.
Come with me. Feel my vengeance.
Wow, I wish I could cancel that cast. Oh, I only just couldn't.
Feel my fury.
I think it's worth getting Morathi in there for sure. These guys are just being a menace by themselves, so let's just let them keep doing their thing.
Sorceress of Grant!
I really wish I'd have Winds of Magics for another cast. Alright, let's pull back.
By your word.
If I had a Pit of Shades here, that would be orgasmic, but alas, I do not. I've got to be very careful. Let me pull these guys out towards this side and then flank around to the Shades here.
Battle ready.
Hey, Winslow.
Red spears. Shades.
Matriarch.
Having robotic spells and barriers. Yeah, it'll always keep bouncing back on it. It's really really handy. Ah, shoot! They didn't manage to retreat. It is what it is.
Sorceress.
At least we get a juicy Pit of Shade off.
Come forth.
very juicy for shape.
Red spears. Battle ready.
I mean, Amelot's bonus surely is not going to be that far away, given the circumstance of the battle. Because Morathi is just an incredibly powerful spellcaster.
Red spears.
Another one of them bad boys, and we'll probably call it a day, boys.
Advance.
Capture this one, because I imagine the barricade's attached to it, yeah. Although, in fairness, the barricade is actually advantageous to us. Let's get the chariots here to be a bit of a swooping force.
Behold my fury.
12 winds of magic, so 8 seconds, and we can cast another one of those bad boys. And then I think it's probably GG to the battle, I would say. Since it's 115% intensity, it means that it's basically an overcast, I believe. So the damage Morathi's going to do is going to be fantastic, as she's obviously a greater wizard. Should be a really nice devastating charge here for the most part. Let's pull them back out.
We are ready.
Looks like the general's getting a wee bit cheeky here. We don't hate that. As long as I don't lose any entities on the chariots, we'll be fine.
Morathi.
It would be the chariot's job now to chase a lot of these down, but I did take a lot of damage on them. Let's get you guys further away. We're going to evade them dying. It's going to be good. Amos bonus is probably kicking in now. Let's just quickly shadow heal as well, so we can give a full health, and then we can call it quits. Beautiful. Yeah, Morathi is such a good spellcaster, man. $6,000 value, 3,600 value. I mean, fairness to Shades, the Harpies is pretty good. They weren't actually that bad.
You wouldn't dare.
Right. Once again, guys, we have the choice to take the Sword of Khaine. Do we take the Sword of Khaine, or do we withstand and reject it once again? 1, if you guys think we should take it. 2, if we shouldn't. World domination. I love how earlier today there was a lot of folks that said 2, but now it's becoming the 1. Well, I think it's easy to say. It's incredibly towards claiming it. So control all provinces -2. I mean, it's not too bad just yet.
I am Morathi.
I think it does mean that I lose my... yeah, my bonuses of my armor. Which sucks a little. I mean, Potion of Healing... I should honestly just put this on her. I wonder if buffing her up makes more sense now. It probably does.
Khaine wills it.
I mean, Khaine wills it. They said it themselves.
I watch
Khaine
from
wills
the
it.
shadows.
You guys heard it first.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
Right.
Yes.
What does it even do? What's this building even do? Income post-battle loot plus 7%. Faction-wide recruitment. That's not bad, folks. That is not bad. You wield the Sword of Khaine. So we have regeneration plus Sword of Khaine plus a ton of ward save. 50% ward save. Plus regeneration. I mean, the only thing with Morathi is she's not got a lot of health. So her effective ward save is not that high.
Supreme sorceress of
But I have a
God.
crap load of gold once again. So now it just means that I don't have to worry about Morathi at all.
Tyrant of Nagaroth. By
Let's take another settlement.
The thrill of battle awaits.
We can occupy. Make more money. Probably should be sacking these, to be honest.
Dreadlord.
In hindsight.
Malevolent Lord.
Now we can buff them up, right? Yep, we're going into Sheath Lord as well. But I really do like the idea of having Unstoppable, I won't lie. I think these are going to be really cracked. Frostmourne Hungers, man. The Lich King's so goated.
Master of Nagaroth. Ill
It
considered.
would be you I wouldn't recruit. You
My
instead.
time. My
So we've got another army
talents.
up and running. Going to be ready to start murdering over this side as well.
You have caused
I'm surprised the Sisters of Twilight haven't attacked us
You
yet.
can make up for it.
Maybe if I tell them to go fight like these guys. Nope. These guys. Nope. I mean, if they're just going to sit there doing nothing, I'm not going to complain. I will not complain at all. I think upgrading this one straight away is probably going to be a good idea, because then I can put in the roads, plus this. Having no garrison buildings is incredibly greedy, though. I will admit, greed is really consuming me currently. I'm going to go into growth in there, because that'll help us upgrade that settlement as well. Morathi's big economy. Big ... economy, yes. It's the economy in question, Redu. Okay. Okay. That's 4 armies. Mazda Money did force march. They only have 20 winds of magic as well. Does he have the banishment and ruinous? Yes, he's got a lot of them. Do you know what? Give my lord the speed as well. Let's give it a go, boys. Give it a crack. Hey, Hopeflame, welcome in. I mean, if you have any questions specifically that help you, my friend, never hesitate to attack, ask. I've got like 10,000 hours in the Warhammer franchise, and I've played the game an insane a lot. Oh, it's actually Mazda Mundi's army coming in this side. And I don't hate this at all. It's unfortunate about the trees, but I can use summons to hold the line. They'll wait for the reinforcements over here, I believe, as well. I feel like I'm not going to really use her as a fighter, so I don't mind doing this, but getting regeneration would be lovely. We've put them in a row like this to just make sure that they can get the most amount of value out of each other. It's a shame I'm not mounted. Flying, excuse me, because I could get some really nice amber spears off. And yeah, these are Druki in disguise. Yeah, very strange looking Druki. I'm feeling that if I can just absolutely beam them with arrows, they may retreat. I think this will be done in AoE, but I don't want to. I mean, it's just the trees that are going to really screw me over. Can I move back slightly? I should move back slightly. I have Strider, so I'm not too worried because it means that I can move through the trees way more effective than any of them can. So I believe I basically ignore trees. Yeah, you do. Yeah, since you ignore trees, you're basically unkillable. We're going to chuck a Flock of Doom down straight away. They're waiting for the reinforcements over here as well, which is going to take longer. Just going to cast it here, even though I can't see. I'm going to get some rat boys firing in already. Holy ballsack. That's the rune of Thingamabobby. That was the rune of what we call it. Mazdamundi got hands, that's for damn sure. I mean, I will one-shot Mazdamundi, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I say I can one-shot Mazdamundi, I genuinely mean I can one-shot Mazdamundi if he comes near me.
Blood will flow.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. See ya. Wasn't kidding when I said it. Now I'm going to overcast this Flock of Doom because I want to hold the line as long as possible against these guys. Bit of shade action. I summoned this guy as well because he's got a he's got terror, so it'll allow me to terror these guys off the battlefield as well. Okay, I'm going to throw this down. Got my eye on the Cold One Riders over this side. Start moving those over this way. Just repositioning the shades a little bit so they're paying attention to the right hand side flank. Good. Should be able to wrap that before they charge in, hopefully. Just really conscious of wanting to avoid being charged. Reposition. Reposition. Block of Doom and let it chase because that'll actually kill entities there. Pull back and reposition. Reposition again. It's all about a give and take here, boys. All about give and take. We shoot what we can and then we reposition. Sacred Croxigors has to be killed. Murderous Mastery is going to help a lot. It's Temple Guards who want to kill them ASAP. Reposition. Reposition. I can't stop that anytime soon, so I just have to accept the fact that I'm going to be shot by them. You can try and intercept the charge just briefly. But I need to get you ASAP. I need to get you out ASAP. Just keep an eye on what's actually coming towards me. Second anything gets close, we have to reposition. Block of Doom again. Reposition. I'm actually going to reposition this guy to the back a little bit. Let's take it on. Let's start beaming into the Art of Sotek, I think. I mean, these guys are actually good in melee, so I don't have to worry like a crazy amount, but it's obviously not ideal if they're in melee. Because they are armor piercing. I'm going to hold Alt to cast that manually. Let's go for the shots into here. Just focusing on whatever's the biggest threat to me right in front of me. Reposition here because they're going to be routing in a second. Just trying to look at the battlefield again. Survey the battlefield, see what's the weakest elements of their army. Over here, once again, you start putting some pressure down. Reposition. It's the hunting packs that need to die now. You can turn around and shoot here. Sure, Spears. I'm actually going to go into melee because I think I just straight up win that, I think. I'm going to alt right click shoot here because I'm going to have to. I think if we can keep holding on, we might win. I don't mind the catapults being fodder now at this point because, like, generally they're not that useful anymore. Yeah, the alt right click there was massive. Need that hunter pack routed. Need this guy dead.
Kill everything.
Die, die.
Walk of Doom here. Grab the shades and get them firing as soon as we can. If anything comes back, we've got to get them shooting again. I have no more summons, so I can't increase my Winds of Magic. I can't increase my balance of power. I can't inflate my balance of power with any spells at the moment, which is a shame. I'm going to throw a Flock of Doom down here just to try and hold the line. I need this Revitalizing Crystal Guy's dead. Should be able to get some good fire off. The catapults I'm no longer bothered about. Losing ground. Yeah, let's make sure we don't die. I don't mind that we lost this. I think we've put up a bloody good fight. And as long as some of these units that are really strong die, I'm happy with that. Honestly, I'm not mad about that fight at all. I'm very happy with how it went. To be truly transparent, I'm actually quite happy with how that fight went. We killed Mazda Mundi, and we managed to cripple a lot of their army. This is going to be costly? I don't think so, you know. I actually don't think so. Like, we have crippled basically 3 of their armies. Mazda Mundi's dead. The majority of his high tier infantry is dead. And a lot of the units are now dead. And we're recruiting a secondary army as well. I think the one thing I did really badly was I didn't checker my army. I think if I checker boxed it, it'd have been a lot better. Oh, it's a battle not overall? Yeah. This is a classic case of they may win the battle, but not the war. Yeah, look, tons of them are still alive. 10,000 experience, by the way. Was that stolen? Oh, I took an Akin Rod, that's fine.
Withdraw.
And he can't attack me, and we're retreating into our own territory. I'm fine with that. 10,000 experience is like 3 levels. 3-4 levels. That was probably best case scenario, I'm not gonna lie. Can I trade a settlement to somebody then take it right off of them without losing reliability? I feel like the answer is yes. Hey Nico, really? It shouldn't do, because I haven't dropped any frames, my friend. I usually pay extremely close attention to that kind of stuff.
I am Morathi.
Right, here we go. Let's have a look. So I retreated into my own territory, so I healed a lot. This army is in force march. Like I said, we actually did get 3 levels. I called it. It was 3. We can now unlock Arcane Conduit. And then we can get the blessing, I think. No, we probably should go raid leader. I think my buffing shades is going to be better. Nico, does anybody else have any lag right now? Oh, it might be on your end, Nico. Apologies, my man. I think if I defend in this settlement, there's no way I lose. But then again, they're going to probably force match all these guys up. So I think smartest thing for me to do probably is to do this. And then send it again. Because of CPU, potentially so, yeah. Nice. I am more than happy with that. We managed to push them back and get into a nice advantageous position. Hold on. Oh, 5 seconds in under 5 days. I guess it depends on how intensive the game is, right? Yeah, a lot of these units are a real pain in the butt. That's why we got the those bad boys right here. This is exactly what I always use Regiments of Renown for. Like, Regiments of Renown for me aren't like to buffer an army or to like recruit straight away. For me, it's a, oh crap, I need to have power in an army because I've just lost a battle or something like that. Or it'll help me snowball. That's how I always use Regiments of Renown. Which in some ways is a bit of a shame. Because that's definitely not like a conventional way of using them, per se. You know? I think I'm more than happy with this one. It's just, you need to go to the front and you need to go there. We do have her on a flying mount now, which is also huge. 142 speed is wild, because she's got the Wayfarer. Which now means, what's the overcast chance? 35%? Not worth it. Now means I can run up to these guys and cast Amber Spear into them. I really need healing though. I would love to get some healing.
With haste. Advance, forward, Druki. Setting forth. Battle call.
Ah, balls. They've got... It's a death mage. Okay, that means I can't do any shenanigans with my mage then. Absolutely zero shenanigans allowed now. What I have to do is position like this. Just basically by position like that, I'm covering more of my the basis of what I can actually attack at one go.
It shall be done.
Yeah, I can't afford to be close enough to be attacked with the Spirit Leech. Wow, even against these guys, that did a lot of damage. I mean, I'm just going to hope that we don't miscast, because reverse psychology right now, we are not going to miscast. Confirmed this will not miscast. I mean, it will miscast. That's reverse psychology. This will miscast, and the game won't allow it.
Seeking entertainment.
Absolutely debated it. That was a 1 in 3.
Ever onward.
I mean, how much damage? Wow. 12,000 damage from one cast is actually bonkers. Because the beautiful thing about Flock of Doom is it has no max targets. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Wait, I think I actually can't interact with the game anymore. I don't think they have enough Winds of Magic for another cast, though. I don't think they should have enough Winds of Magics. I really just want to kill like high tier units like this. Okay, another cast came through, so I'm assuming they won't have any more. Goodness. That thing is the definition of ouchies. I can't recall how long these last for. Wow, just 50, like 80 seconds? That's not long at all. It's a shame I'm surrounded by trees here, because this is just a unit that's absolutely trolling. If they're positioning like that, I'm going to go like this. If they're attacking in this direction, I have to move my guys to more of an open field. I'm not 100% sure what this guy's doing, but most of the time you just got to play with what the AI is doing. Looks like they're just leveraging the fact that they have the skinks attacking on the top. These boys at the top. Oh. Wait. Did the Dark Elves say that in a human voice, or was that the lizard? I'm assuming it was the Dark Elves.
Bloody murder!
Yeah, we legit didn't even get a chance to use this guy, because my mage is too low health for me to interact. What I should have done, if I was playing smarter, I should have put the health potion on her.
Dark Rider crossbows.
If I was being a gamer, I'd have put the health potion on her.
Cold-blooded killers to destruction.
Yeah. I'm too far away to take advantage of all my summons now. Like, I am fairly certain they don't have any more Winter Magics. Like, I am relatively confident I can't be killed with Spirit Leech. But it just isn't worth the risk. Summoning it seems like a waste of magic. Not necessarily. It provides a lot of balance of power you gotta keep in mind. It provides a lot of balance of power.
Terror and death.
Yeah, that's 20%. It's a 1 in 5. It's not risk. It's not worth it. Because any summoned unit provides balance of power. It's one of the reasons why summoning units is very effective in battles. I do not believe this will penetrate through any of the trees, so I'll just let the solar engine keep firing. Yeah, I'm almost 100% certain that's not going to reach. One gifted sub to both Twitch and YouTube if it hits. If this hits one of my units, I'll give you guys a sub. Fairly certain it won't be able to go through. Oh my god, repositioning now is kind of dodgy. Ah, it repositioned. Alright. I'm giving out a sub on Twitch. There we go. And then let me do it for YouTube as well. I'm trying to remember how you give out subs. I still can't believe that it repositioned and shot the way it did. Also, I have no idea why they're not attacking me either. So I'll just move up. Oh, give me a second, guys. I need to figure this out. How do you give out subs? I swear you used to be able to. On Twitch. Oh, YouTube. I'll do it after this one, boys. And thanks for the follows, boys. I still got hardcore baited by the AI, on God. I swear, like, the AI heard the fact that I was putting subs up on as a bet, and it was like, let's reposition perfectly to get the exact angle to shoot through about 1,000 trees. Bruh. Like, okay, Mr. AI. Thanks for that one.
Murder awaits.
Because they did ask repositioned perfectly.
Merciless warriors.
Is Pharaoh worth playing?
Dark rider crossbows.
Depends. I enjoyed Pharaoh for like 10 hours, 10-20 hours or so.
Kill everything.
Because it was a new experience to Total War.
Die, weakling.
But is it anywhere near as good as Warhammer 3? No. If you're just looking for a new experience, it's a very good game. But it's not got a lot of replayability. Every faction's basically the same thing. To be frank.
We are ready. Dark shards. My blade hungers. Rookie, forward.
But overall, I don't think Pharaoh's a good game. I think they did a lot of cool quality of life stuff for Pharaoh. That's for damn sure. But for me, it's not my cup of tea.
Rookie, understood. Eager for battle.
I think we have been truly spoilt with Warhammer 3, I'm not going to lie.
Forward.
I am going to throw out a summon just because I think it's worth it because of the bounce of power. But I think you'll always find more enjoyment playing, you know, any of the newest. Here we go, beautiful.
Hack, cut. We are ready.
I'm a little bit afraid on the left flank here. We don't really have a lot of answers for it.
Slay them. Cold-blooded killers.
So them getting towards me is purely dependent on how well I'm targeting stuff. To be honest.
Merciless warriors.
As theoretically, they shouldn't really be able to get to me. Croc scores on the side. Let's deal with those accordingly. Hey, Nikona.
Dark rider crossbows.
Can I die with one cast? I don't want to risk it.
Shades. Blood for Khaine. Dealers in death. Dealers.
Knowing my luck, I would. Well, I still haven't made it to the battle yet. Jeez Louise.
Cut.
But what about you guys? How many people in the chat have played Pharaoh? How many of y'all wholesome hunks have played Pharaoh and enjoyed it?
Kill everything. Slash. Kill.
Yeah, for me, I just still think that Warhammer 3 is too good.
We are ready.
But it is, like I said, it's a very good, fun thing to play for a completely fresh, different experience.
We understand.
I need to start shooting these guys.
On to slaughter. Merciless
The hunting
warriors.
packs have to die ASAP. They're so good.
Onward.
Like the DPS hunting packs have are
The
wild.
merciless host.
Give it a chance, but the release and after the damage rework. You're totally right though. One just spoils all. Yeah, yeah, green shits.
My blade hungers. Onward. Moving out. Death is coming.
But if you're playing a couple campaigns, if you like generally new experience, great fun. But it won't contend to Warhammer 3.
Pull back. Dark shot.
Shots over
Onwards to
here.
murder. As you
I wonder
say.
if it's worth just charging to the back of here. Stop firing here though.
The merciless host. Carnage awaits. Dark
Oh my
rider
god, that was a terrible idea
crossbows.
because there's a temple guard there. Is that throwing me the match?
Shades.
Nah, I don't think so.
Eager for battle. Rookie, without question. Shades.
Double
Naval.
hits. such a shame I can't use my... I feel like I'm fairly certain now he'll have used all his magic, so I'm going to come and cast. Like, if he's saving his magic for this specific moment, then fair enough.
Shades.
Do you know what I mean? You got me. If he's been saving his magic specifically for the last moment to kill me with it, you got me. But I don't think he has.
Bloody murder.
I do not believe he has.
Supreme
If he has, I will literally cry though. I won't lie. That would be absolutely brutal.
my bidding.
God, I love the horn. The Amber Spear is such a dope spell. Damn, no bonus. Thank God. I generally, for a second there, was worried. Genuinely, for a split second there, I was like, but what if?
Advancing.
But what if? Can't really risk doing an overcast though. I'm gonna try and stop him from running out. Getting rid of the solar engine is going to help a lot for other fights. Can't really risk charging it though. Okay, good enough. Warhammer spell, smuggling and how skillful it was compared to the current. Yeah, craziness. Well, at least the army, we did get a little bit battered, but we managed to win. I think the problem we're going to have is that there's another couple of armies coming over. Spamming Golden Hands late game, such a cost-efficient spell. Oh, 100%. Metal Magic is arguably one of the most cost-effective. Tree Block the Last Spear, classic. Oh, I still remember. So how do I give out... Is memberships a thing on YouTube, guys? How do you gift memberships? I don't have any options in the chat. I don't seem to have the option in YouTube.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
I'm gonna go
Taking
back here and
control.
defend.
Dark power.
If she dies before I get the chance to
A terror to their
make her
enemies.
immortal, that would be very goddamn sad. That would be incredibly sad. But I think we've battered him enough to not worry about it. And then we can keep recruiting over here. That's fine. Wait, who else is recruiting?
Chosen
It
of
is you,
Hecate.
okay. I mean, logically, I probably should force
Supreme
match over, right?
Sorceress of Grant. No rest.
Yeah, 100% that's the play. And then
Of Nagaroth.
move over here.
Set the sail.
Sunken chest. Upkeep reductions. My army costs a grand total of 307, ladies and gentlemen. That is perfectly balanced. 307 is wild.
Of the Black Court. Vicious
307 for a
dreadnought.
full army. Gotta love Black Axe.
Lord of the Black Court.
You gotta love Black
I am
Axe.
Morathi.
I mean, do we keep using this guy as a cash cow or do we murder him? It will mean I have to fight Bellicor though.
Make a pact, and I may spare you.
Well, he doesn't want the Phoenix Gate. How is he so rich? I don't get it. Anyone I can use as diplomacy? I could probably speak to Bretonia.
You are a
Peace,
guest in my
but I'll
realm.
declare war on you.
You will act like it, or I will strike you.
All right, Leon, chill out, mate. Jesus. I don't think I've met any of the other factions, annoyingly. Ah, do you know what?
From the shadows.
It's murder time, baby. I am going to need to get this the fire mage over to the secondary army, though. Could move to discover the ones he's at war with. Yeah, true. I just think that it'd be hard to get there in time. I'm gonna. You could. Can you put Oh, wrong dude. Can you put mages in Black Ark armies? I think you can, can't you?
Done.
So let's go ahead and do that. I feel like it'd be fine.
To the vengeful.
You can? Yeah, I thought so. I think you can.
Destroy them all. Show no. To arms, rookie. What's theirs is mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, 2 military buildings. That might help a little bit, actually, but I don't think I need to do anything just yet. Gonna go in survivalist because more health. When you've got a ton of resistances, health becomes a lot more valuable. The more resistances you have, the more effective HP becomes.
Calling the winds. Mother of the dark consolidation.
Where's my fire mage? She's over here, isn't she?
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
It's a shame she's just stuck recruiting. We do need this element at some point. Alistair's probably going to be moving over. I mean, I could do this, build that, build military building and upgrade it instantly. And then Bosch got a nice garrison in there.
What now?
Ah, but I'm just having a look.
Beyond even Quraysh.
I don't believe they'll have a siege attacker potential, so we might want to move over here. Because knowing the AI, they'll probably be able to move towards this settlement straight away.
I admire.
So let's sit here and defend. I really wish I had another Black Ark, man. When's the thing? 1710s. Because I annoyingly lost my Black Ark really early on. Wait, I've just realised. +2 for Dark Shards and Shades. Another +2 for Dark Shard and Shades. That's... I'm assuming good stack as well. So Arnheim is goated to recruit Shades then. Is that what we're saying? It's my go-to province for Shade recruitment then. We have probably the need to get some recruitment ranks, but then again I can probably go into here because I'm trying to remember what's really good about this one. I think the main thing is always reroute crossbows. You always want to rush that. Yeah, I don't think anything else is that much. Just claim the sword too. Nice. Yeah, the sword of Khaine is awesome.
Yes.
I think it's just, it makes everything a lot more trivial.
Feared by
Especially with Morathi being flying, she becomes such a unit. So we've dealt with the guys over here. We've got 46k that I can't really spend, to be honest. We're recruiting already, so I can't recruit here. I just need my Black Ark to get in position to start recruiting over there. I think we're going to probably go with a Cruel Mage here.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
And then start recruiting off of this one to get a Shade stat going. Beautiful. It's so wild. Like, I could just poop out a general like that and recruit 5 units just on the sea. You name me any other faction that has the ability to do warfare quite like the Dark Elves. There is none. Yeah, Alistair's sieging us, which we expected. And we instantly recruited the tier 2 garrison building, so we've got way more units to fight him as well now. I am thinking that right now in this situation we are expanding at 3 fronts, which is very rare for me to do. Usually I only like to fight on 1 front at a time. But I just think just naturally because of the Dark Elves' strength, you can just fight on so many fronts. I definitely think that battle fatigue could become a thing, though. That's for damn sure.
Murderous lord.
So, wow, the army's actually really bad. Oh, I need to give my bot yeah, Stefano, I basically did a dumb thing. I said that I'd give out a gifted sub if the AI was able to shoot me through tons of trees, and it managed to do it, and you were the one that got the sub. And the ironic thing as well is the AI repositioned to actually make it possible to shoot through the trees. It shot through like 17 trees. Yeah, I generally don't know how to give a sub on my own channel on YouTube. I don't think I can. Does anybody know? So I wanted to give one for YouTube, but I don't think I can. James AI to get me a free sub's finally paying off. Smart. I knew you had something to do with this, Stefano. You and your dastardly ways. Yeah, we really need a mage in this army, my god.
Cruel and deadly.
Oh, Freya's coming to say hello. Hello, darling. Come here. Oh. Everyone say hi to the pupper. There you go, baby. The beautiful pupper has came to say hello. This is a lovely Chaos Warhound. It's an amalgamation of all Chaos, especially Nurgle with how bad her breath is. No offense, putting her on blast like that. But she is a beauty. Hey, my baby girl. I'll give her a piece of watermelon. No. Honestly, every single time I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking something, I'll be like, Alexa, can dogs eat X? Yes, dogs can eat X, but consult your vet, blah, blah, blah. If I'm ever making something new, and I'm not sure if it's allowed or not, always consult Alexa. My go, Alexa. Alright, let's move up here. Gonna try and... I just need to bake them out, to be honest. If I can take elevation here, that will be literally perfect. As if you didn't know, elevation increases your damage by 30% and reduces the damage you take by 30%. So always elevate beyond elevation when you can, is the TLDR. And it looks like the AI is actually going to let me get away with it. It actually looks like I'm going to be able to get away with it. Alright, since I actually have good shots with the Reaper Bolt throws, I'm just going to let them keep shooting. So now we have elevation, which means I will laser anything that comes near me now. And archers do way less damage when firing up the hill as well. And let's on that volley, I'm going to reposition as well. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. White lies and trace. Let's move towards them if we can. Open up the lines a little bit as well. I believe this is not the one that's traded, so let's keep pulling back. I have misplayed a lot with my positioning, I'll be frank. I believe the War Lions will absolutely munch me up, especially with the bonuses he provides them. Yeah, I should have angled them more of like a cross-firing, because this guy could have shot a lot sooner.
Dark shards.
So that's on me.
Advancing.
There we go.
Dark riders. Death is
Stefano, do you know what the funny thing is? I don't even know how that started. I don't even know who started that or how that started.
battle ready. Nagarathi. By Khaine.
I think it must have been Fred.
Hungers.
Because at TwitchCon he kept introducing me as Leslie to even like companies and stuff.
Dealers in death.
So I like, as I was doing with like partnership and stuff like that, like I was trying to arrange a sponsorship,
We are
and they were like, "Oh, so is your name Leslie?" And I'm like, "No, my name's Harry." And they're like, "Oh, that's weird. I thought you called Leslie." And I'm like, "Nope, nope, nope,
Cold-blooded
nope,
killers.
call Harry."
Dark shards.
So it definitely made for some interesting sponsorship conversations.
Druki. By your command.
Alright. Alistair's getting smoked just in general, so I don't have to worry too much about that. See if we can protect that.
For the king.
And we might as well start pulling into the melee. And then she goes, "Hey, Detic, how you doing, handsome? Always love to see you, buddy." Chuck a bolt down there. Chuck this bad boy there. I don't want to overlap it too much, otherwise it'll probably do too much damage to my own units.
Cold-blooded killers.
I definitely need to be guard moded, because I need to be careful.
Merciless warriors. Red spears. No
Victory is in our grasp.
with pleasure. Blood will flow.
Oh my goodness, I allowed myself to be backdoored there pretty heavily.
Bleak swords. Forward, as you say.
Completely stopped paying attention.
Druki forward. Dread spears. Hang them. Death. Blood-drenched lord.
And they completely took advantage of the fact that my archers are completely undefended. But I think it's my garrison archers, so I'm not too bothered, honestly.
Dread spears.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I generally
Slaughter them.
allow my garrisoned units to go on the most egregious suicide missions known to man.
Death.
If it was like my own units, I'm like, "Oh baby, oh gorgeous, I'll protect you, I'll do everything I can to help you." But if it's not, those suckers are going into about 1,000 units, and I'm not thinking otherwise, you know?
Druki.
Yeah, nice. What we can probably do is grab a lot of my range units. I don't think I have that many range units in range, though. I mean, Alistair dying is probably going to help quite a lot. Don't think I have the range, though. If I time this perfectly, it might kill him. Oh my god, it staggered him enough for me to surround him now. Hello guys, surround him. Oh. The guard moded, that's why. That's my bad. Annoyingly, he's gonna heal so much. Ah, it's fine. The fact that he was super low HP. The AI on Legendary gets like a default of 50% replenishment, so he's gonna heal a lot of that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But it is a shame that also the White Lion's army is just trash. You just killed a unit. Bad thing. Nah, that was my bad. If they didn't have guard mode, they wouldn't have done that. And in that time of darkness, man became beast, and beast became man. Is that like when they went through the beastmen when they went through the Chaos Gate? Nice, ton of replenishment for that. That's huge. If he's in my territory, he might actually die. No, but of course, I forget that legendary AI have insane resistance to attrition. Never mind.
Black-hearted.
Oh, but of course, I forgot. Yeah, I sometimes do forget, like, the insane, egregious resistances they do have.
Sorceress of Grond.
We could take this one back, but not just yet, I think.
For Khaine.
I might just sit here and just say, cometh at it me,
All
bro,
is possible.
to all those Soneshi
My
units.
dark heart is yours.
Although the unfortunate thing there is they may
Gathering
actually
my powers.
mess me up a
Supreme
little bit.
sorceress of Grond.
Ooh, I actually can reach here. Oh my god, the Skaven are actually going throwing... Holy crap, that's actually a good Skaven army. Wait, the Skaven, my allies not being useless? I don't believe it.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
It is a rare occasion that I can say that.
Spreading terror. Unparalleled power. What do you seek?
I'm going to attack with the main lord. Winning this fight should propel me forward as well. Okay, that's fine. It'll propel me forward to attack the settlement, which then has him as a reinforcing unit.
Chosen of Hecate, sorceress of the Dark Convent.
But it didn't
Dark
move me far
sorcerer.
enough forward, and I don't have the ability to
What
attack.
is your dark purpose? All-powerful sorceress.
Now, ain't that a biatch?
Who seeks me?
Well,
Most masterful of masters.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
so I'm making 19,000 a turn. Now, I'm starting to get a lot more armies up and running. I think supply lines is going to be the one that
Supreme
really starts to
sorceress
kick
of
me in the
Grond.
nuts. What you said should have happened, it just didn't. I know, right? I don't know why. They just stood still.
Dark
I think there
magic.
may be a weirdness with the what's it called? Zone of control. So a settlement zone of control, if it overlaps with a unit's general's zone of control, I imagine it doesn't allow you to move forward.
Mother of the Dark
But it's fine.
Convent.
It's only maybe roughly like 5 to 7% attrition, so it's not the worst.
Fear my malice.
My dark heart
Once
is
I get my
yours.
mage in that army, I'm going to be laughing.
The mother.
Morathi's sort of taunting these guys, which is good. We now have a foothold in Hexiotl, which I'm happy with. I don't really want to justify another army, so I don't think I can justify another army at this point, as I don't have another province just yet. Once I unlock this province, I can probably start justifying it because I'll make a lot more money. I'm a little bit afraid that Griffin Gate, they might be able to siege me, but I don't believe anything they can recruit in a Griffin Gate, especially at tier 2, would allow them to siege with siege attacker.
Dread Lord of Nagaroth.
I'm looking
Enchantress.
towards...
What? A vile plan.
sieging some of these bad boys.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
Draw your blades.
Yeah, let's grab them. And... let's grab this one.
Calling
Feel
the
like I
wind.
should be able to. It should elevate us towards the zone of control of the settlement to
Feel
attack
my
it.
power. Torture them
Hasn't.
first.
Interesting. So they've changed that
Terror
recently,
to
though.
their enemies.
I don't think it matters too much because I can still recruit units. Beautiful.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
I think I am going to go with a bit of weapon strength as well. I'm incredibly impressed with some of these Black Arcs. They're so good. Like, this army is only costing me 432. And it's a solid tier 1 army. And it doesn't count towards supply lines
Chosen of
either.
Hecate.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So Hex Shuttle is going to be a bit of a pain. I don't believe the slave economy will be massively impacted too much. Skeggy's going to get a rebellion. The walls are completed, so but we can march on back. Unless I go with another general and just fight with the general here. It depends on what they do, really. It is a big shame that we're having to wait such a long time to get this up and running because we don't have a Black Ark for recruitment. I think now is probably time to say you are a useless alliance. I don't know if I can end all of them in one turn. Now, this is something I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to save it real quick. Because I very rarely do exactly what I'm about to do. Okay. I think declare war will mean 10 turns until I can do that. Okay. So 10 turns, which is about perfect, really. 10 turns is roughly perfect for me to start attacking them. It just means that I can start getting a lot more territory under my belt, which I need. I can move, but I can't attack any of the there's no portal settlements here. So I'm going to need an actual army coming over. So logically, I could probably deposit my army from the Black Ark into another one, but then my supply lines will probably cripple me. So the logic, in my head right now, what I'm going to do is take away all this Lisbon territory. And then potentially start giving it to my Lisbon friend, my Skaven friend. That's wait another 10 turns to attack. Nice.
The people are displeased.
I do think this settlement's... I'm going to struggle to keep it. One of the ironic things is I could potentially get a bit of diplomacy cheese. If I put a military building in there, I might be able to get a bit of diplomacy cheese. Because I don't want this territory. Like, I generally do not need this territory at all. A lot of the... Like, ooh, here we go. Right, so the baiting worked. Nakari has come over. He's level 36 with a Forbidden Rod. That's the eyebrows on that one. His army's pretty damn good, I won't lie. But the good news is... Yeah, the funny thing is, Nakari was one of my first Warhammer 3 campaigns, and the very first item I got on him was the Forbidden Rod. Good times. Let's go with these guys. Wait, putting that on my unit makes me go from Valiant to Close Defeat. Okay. Does he have terror? He does, so I need to make sure that I don't have terror. So I can't be terror routed. It works weird. I mean, there's working weird and there's completely breaking it. Run above, re-equip my heroes? Nah, it should be read. So Banner Swiftest does it as well, yeah. Gary's scary, he can be. I mean, the thing is, I can kind of avoid fighting him altogether if I wanted to. I mean, if I can lure Nakari towards my front line and my back line, I will one-shot him. Like, genuinely. I will one-shot him with all these guys. But I really need to start transitioning Morathi to be a shade army. The fact that I don't have... Yeah, the fact that I don't have it already is criminal. So what I need to do is... I honestly would want to make my Wood Elves just play towards being in the trees, to be honest.
Shades.
The Harpies actually will help a lot killing Nakari too, surprisingly. Because Nakari really struggles against units like that.
Ready.
I mean, I have the Sword of Khaine, so, I mean, surely I could just W key against him, but then again, he's got a lot of base weapon damage. Unironically, I think I would lose. Do you guys agree? I feel like Nakari would beat me in a melee fight. Right. Oh my god, he rampaged me. I have 0 melee defense and he's rampaged me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Morathi. At my command. Destroy everything.
Screw it, we ball. We ball, baby, let's go!
Feel my vengeance.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. I wish she did. Lord knows I wish she did.
For
She raised a bitch, she raised a bitch. Run!
vengeance moves. Fury, come forth. Forward.
I need Strider on, I need Strider on her
Going
ASAP.
now. Vengeance awaits. Going.
Oh my god, thank god. I have Sword of Khaine to carry. What is wrong with you?
Heed Mater.
SMH.
At once.
If I didn't put the banner of terror on me, I'd have Morathi was dead there. Not even kidding, she was dead there.
Tread spears.
Try and move away from slicing shards.
Him death.
Oh, you gotta be faster than that to carry, baby. You gotta be faster than that.
Onward. Advance.
You are dealing with a gamer. I have a certified
My fury.
RGB gamer certificate. You gotta be better than that, bud. You gotta be better than that.
Dark deeds.
Murder awaits. Dirt.
Rukit's revenge.
Oh my god, he's terroring everybody around us. Although it shouldn't matter. Because I should just be able to kill him here.
Mother of vengeance. At my command.
Nagarothi.
Oh,
Battle.
the terrain is so bad for me, man. That was a tasty spell,
Come
though.
forth.
Morathi should clear house of her.
Shades. Slash.
Witch elves start popping off now. Honestly, the witch elves are so good against these guys.
Dark elves.
Check Morathi before she died, of course. Beautiful cast, by the way.
Heed Mater. Feel my fury.
Advance.
Yeah. Juicy cast there as well.
Nagarothi.
Let's charge down using elevation here.
Ruthless. Pride.
Yeah, my army is well and truly showing that it is very low tier right now.
For Malekith.
For Malekith, what about for yourself, love? We're losing. Oh my god, these chariots are getting crushed.
Onwards to murder.
Let's start thinking about Malekith. Let's start thinking about ourselves real quick.
Moving out.
Morathi.
All my units are just flopping.
Battle ready. Chariots.
Morathi.
Bro, Morathi's ass with this unit, with this weapon. Ah, then again, I say that. She has 9.1k gold value in her defense. Honestly, not having the mage in the army makes it so much harder. I actually think I need the mage.
Going now.
Druki.
I just need more Winds of Magics coming through.
I move. Destruction comes. At once.
Yeah, I'm just starved of Winds of Magics right now. Should get a juicy cast over here at least. That is a juicy cast. Holy crap, that is juicy.
At my command. Morathi. Leave nothing.
Oh, that is a good spell.
Withdraw.
Fury, come forth.
This chick. Yeah, AoE my entire team.
Fury. Heed Mater.
Well, let's hope for the best here, folks. Give me a Sword of Khaine cast, then run away.
Feel my fury. Morathi moves. Let hatred fly.
Cold-blooded killers!
Death awaits. Of one's doom. In Malekith's name, vengeance awaits.
I just feel like I should have fought over here. I'm so newbie. I am such a noob. Holy.
Feel my
Yeah,
death.
generally not having the range really makes it harder.
Battle ready!
My
Not having
revenge comes.
another wizard in the army.
Quickly now.
If I fought over here, it would have been literally free.
Come with me.
It would have been so free, it's crazy. Also, I should have not had him on a chariot.
Hold my fury.
Having him on a chariot trolled me. I've got 18,000 gold value.
Without question. Wage war!
18,000 gold value on Morathi right now. And there is a world I can lose this. If I need to take him off the chariot, my god.
Moving with haste!
Chariots are so bad.
Eager for battle.
I think there's still a chance I can win this.
I move.
I don't think gold valve's my concern right now.
Reach out.
I mean, it's just more towards that Morathi's done an awful lot this fight. This fight.
For Nagara.
That's what I'm trying to demonstrate, you know.
Cold-blooded killers!
It's not like she's been slacking or anything.
Fury of
It's
Nagara.
actually kind of been popping off.
Shadowy Onus.
Alright, if they surround me, I get another good
Master Druki!
bit of shades.
Reap their essence of Slanesh!
Fury, come forth. Death.
Where to? Master Druki! Advance! Right! I'm there!
Beautiful. This is winnable, by the way, guys. Don't worry. This is 100% winnable. I just need to do-si-do them around until Morathi gets a magic up. We still have plenty of winds of magic, and there's no way they kill Morathi right now. There have nothing in the army that can kill Morathi. Oh, bollocks. Okay, nice, you're dead.
Destroy. Heed me, dog.
Casting that to kill the swarms.
Druki! Blood for Khaine!
I feel like charging downhill.
Ruthless!
Please don't die, please don't die.
Chariots! Death is coming!
Oh my god, the spawns charged, ignored that unit, charged right through to my
Morathi moves.
chariots. That's really
By
smart.
my hand.
All I gotta do now is just try and get where's the third one? It's dead. All I gotta do now is get another Sword of Khaine, cast Sword of Khaine in a blob of them, and we're Gucci. He dead? I don't think he is, you know. Oh. Chariots suck ass, dude. Holy.
First sorceress.
Chariots!
Morathi.
Yeah, I need to transition Morathi's army over.
Chariots!
Nice. We can start clearing house with some of the miscellaneous inventory that's around. Getting close to getting another
The merciless host!
cast.
Druki!
Keep knocking you guys around.
Morathi.
Okay, we've got another cast now. Let's move over here. Let's climb the thingy.
Destruction!
Nah, I'm in a very commanding position now, and you got to remember that the leadership debuffs aren't going to affect me either. Cast that there because we've got plenty of winds of magics. I actually think this might be a good play. Charging downwards into these guys should crush them.
Merciless
I think the
warriors.
key word there is should.
Come with me.
Onward!
Yes.
I mean, the AI did a great job of getting ready for the...
For Nagaroth.
I don't think I'm going to be interrupted because I've got... it's not going to tell me constantly that I need to land, which is good. I have enough winds of magic to come down here and batter this chick.
Feel my
so sure what the rest of the infantry are doing.
Nagaroth's
Yeah, that's her dead now. Get these spawns out of the way. Now, honestly, low-key, they're doing too much damage.
Forward! Agreed!
Kill the next general. Flying units can't hold the ground, land or attack. I'm unbreakable, so it shouldn't matter. I do not believe that will impact me.
Going. Morathi moves.
If I'm not mistaken, that shouldn't matter. I'm going to chase this general off. I'm going to have to. Yeah, that guy's John. It's also the might be there. I think you're probably right, BH. Oh my god, 22,000 gold value. So yeah, it's safe to say that if I didn't get Sword of Khaine, I'd have lost these fights. I think now, with the amount of damage that's been taken... Yeah, I think you're right. Let me steal your soul! Okay, there you go. Now the AI doesn't know what to do because technically the game is telling them that I have to land, but I don't need to. Because I'm unbreakable. Basically the AI is rage quitting. So now we just win, because they have no way of attacking me, and I'm unbreakable, so I'm not going to lose the battle because I'm not landing. And I have enough Winds of Magics to cast enough spells to kill the rest of their inventory. The Forsaken over here, let's cast onto them. And I believe these will start crumbling. It's one of the main advantageous positions or things about having the Sword of Khaine. That's for sure. I think that might be enough, you know. If not, we have more than enough spells. Yeah, maybe one more Pit of Shades into these guys then. Jin taking damage? Nope. Yeah, that's GG's. My god, that was a savage fight. She ended up with 23,000 gold value. There wasn't a single moment I felt like I was going to lose, boys. Easy. Not a single moment was I worried. All part of the plan, losing all my units. All part of the plan, boys. I intentionally lost all my units. So now, I can recruit better units. So, this turn, I tick up more gold because all these guys died. You may be thinking to yourself, Battlesey, wouldn't it make more sense to give really elite infantry to another army? Yes, it would have been a decent idea. Not a terrible idea to give rank 7s and 9 archers to another army. Not a terrible idea at all.
New toys.
I'm going to retreat because they've stolen one of my units. Nah. If I retreated, I would be able to get my unit back, but it's an RRR anyway, don't matter. Plus, Morathi's going to heal up full health. I can heal up to full here. Get a hero with a trait too. Yeah, we don't have the best traits either.
We are ready.
I think all of you guys can hide in shame now. Morathi, my beautiful queen. Time to go to work. Time to go to work. Oh, it's the really insanely overpowered, exalted Celestial unit. I'm going to suck at... I was going to say I was going to suck at driving it. Maybe I'm getting too Soneshi here. Jesus. There we go. Ooh, Seekers are terrifying. I do not want to be in combat with Seekers for long. That is for damn sure.
Going now. Forward. At my command. On the move.
Slow the Seekers down. Oh my, look how ridiculously fast. 92 speed, by the way. Take that, you nerds! Seekers are such a goddamn terrifying unit. It is crazy. It is so insane how scary those guys are. Yeah. Can you all stop running towards my units? I'm trying to keep them alive, thank you. Ask that there. Honestly, for the shades being 6 seconds always throws me off now. Always keeps throwing me off these days. The real OGs remember it being 5 seconds and doing more damage. One more hit and he's dead.
Fury, come forth.
Ooh, you're a level 14, goddamn. I'll throw hands with a level 14. One tap. You're dead. Back. Found a command on clearly, yep. Lovely jubbly. Morathi, my dear, you have done it but yet again. Alright, victory, we take those. Shame about my inventory, but it is what it is. Orbital spy satellite engaged, turning on a new unit. Stefano, one thing I always admire about you, my friend, is your ability to use emotes very well. Have you watched Vermintide or Darktide, Stefano? I feel like you have. Every single person that is a 7TV connoisseur, I know from Vermintide and Darktide. Yeah, anyone that I know that plays that game are connoisseurs of 7TV emotes. Talisman of Endurance is nice.
New toys. Delightful.
Right, now we can at least take some of the territory here. You playing D? Ah, D is a legend. But understandable. What are we fighting against? Quite a few armies here, but it should be okay. Give me one sec, guys. I just need to quickly... Just going to quickly put my phone on charge. My apologies, gentlemen. Okay. So, I don't have an unbelievably goated demigod of a general now. So we'll have to change up the tactics a little bit. But chilling out and vibing here does not seem like a terrible idea. Oh, it'd be so cringe just to sit down here, but it'd be pretty damn good.
Dark elves. The merciless host. Battle ready. Dark shards.
Well, we're going to get more coming through.
Fell sorcerer. Merciless. Setting forth.
We're going to get a lot more shades as well, so should be fine.
Onward. Forward. Rookie.
Let's zoom in with N, just have a look. I think I'm just going to keep block of dooming them. I think I'm going to have more than enough Winds of Magic to just keep flocking of dooming them.
Spreading terror.
Especially having a little peek over here. Just move you guys over that side.
Follow me.
Just going to throw it down here because I think that'll probably just get a lot of units anyway.
Swiftly.
So if I attach it to one of these guys, that'll probably help a lot. We'll just overcast it because it's not going off otherwise. Because that should follow them. Yep, nice. It's got good damage on it. And now the advantageous thing is when you've got a unit trying to chase one of your generals, oftentimes you can lure them into a trap. So now we've got our fresh shades. So these guys aren't battered, so let's get them to the front. And then cover these flanks like so. Not the greatest elevation here. Like, this will make it so that we won't be able to shoot that effectively, but it should be okay.
Supreme sorceress.
Because what I'm looking for is just like a funneling of their units coming into me. Like a bit of a funnel. Not all at once, but if they funnel them slowly, I can just churn through them very quickly. Because I have so much ammunition. Like, look. 22 ammunition, 22 ammunition. Yeah, we're chilling.
Supreme sorceress. Summoning destruction.
Oh, to the homies in the chat as well. How many of you guys would be interested in either doing a head-to-head campaign or like an FFA campaign, or some for fun domination battles?
Hecate, guide me.
If any of you guys are interested in that anytime soon, let me know. So I do want to host a tournament and play in it this time.
Eager for battle.
Let me land these guys to avoid the fireball.
The merciless host.
Never mind, it's a seeking missile, of course.
Supreme sorceress. Come to me.
You know what? Friendly campaign. You die instantly otherwise. It'd be like we'd throw hands, but it'd be interesting.
With haste. Battle calls.
We would most certainly throw hands, but we can try and make it as balanced as possible.
Supreme sorceress.
I mean, I've done certain campaigns where it's like me versus seven like newer players, and my record in that scenario is I am like maybe 1-2 or 2-1 win-loss against 7 people.
Supreme sorceress.
I honestly should have.
Cold-blooded killers. No survivors.
I should have started to level of a character that's not a beast mage.
On to battle.
Beast magic only goes so far, unfortunately.
Hecate, guide me. Rookie sorceress.
Dear God,
Dark power.
the savagery of shades sometimes.
Do my bidding.
Cold-blooded killers. Forward. Moving out. Onward.
Just repositioning in case I try and flank me there.
Supreme sorceress.
I just don't think this spell's any good.
Summoning
There's some more flock of dooms going down. Oopsie.
Advance
Guard node, please.
Shades.
Didn't realize this guy was going on a bit of an adventure. Let me just start throwing some summons down. Yep. Covered the right-hand side here just by repositioning my general.
Supreme sorceress.
Let me go towards the Salamander Hunting Pack. Need to shut that down. Really oppressive unit for sure.
Supreme
So it seems that I need to keep up the positioning for most of my units, as we are covering a lot of what they're doing. Generals just died, but threats are on the right hand side here.
bidding. Supreme
Here's sort of where I definitely need to have at least a little bit of front line,
come to me.
as range is not as effective as it once was. Like if this is Warhammer 2, I would probably have killed everything that came towards me, but the range nerfs definitely have felt there now. And I feel like if I paid a little bit more attention to who I was fighting and shooting at, it probably would have been a lot easier as well, to be honest. So that's definitely on me. Potentially an overemphasis of firing on this side. But we do have a slight checker box. It's just I struggle to deal with stuff like this at the backline. I can't really deal with them that efficiently.
Battle ready.
Shades. Orders understood. No survivors.
It's a very different playstyle per se.
Supreme sorceress.
I'm not used to having to micromanage about 1,000 archers.
Shades.
Look at that Salamander Hunter Pack, man. It's so savage. I'm going to try and push up to see if I can get any hits off.
Limitless power.
Block of Doom's rolling out.
Carnage awaits without question.
Nice. Murderous Mastery's coming in, so this is going to help a lot in melee.
Enchantress.
As it gives Murderous Prowess, excuse me, it gives a ton of melee attack and leadership, so it's just going to allow my troops to fight back, I think. Give them that oomph to hold the line just for that a little bit longer as that's required.
Hydra killer. Slaughter them.
Try and take out the things that are the strongest that's nearby.
Kill everything.
And Stalker's definitely within that realm.
Eager for battle. Dealers in
I
death.
don't believe it empowers range that much. Oh, it does. 20% armor piercing damage is wild.
Supreme sorceress. Hearken to me.
What I needed to do, I think, early on is recognize the fact that I needed to push up on this Elemental Hunting Pack earlier.
Druki. Massacre them.
Try and shoot down the units that are going to be the most problem. I am curious to know how this will go. I think an amber spear into this guy is probably not a terrible idea. Might get a friendly fire situation going. It did a bit, but I think the damage went off nonetheless.
Slaughter them. We are ready. Slaughter them. Slash. Kill.
Yeah, I think we're getting the handle of it now.
Death. Battle ready. Eager for battle. Die weakling.
Spreading terror.
Okay. Managing to get the shots off we were looking for.
Die weakling.
It's one of those classic things where I just have so much ammunition that it's almost impossible to fire all your ammunition off in short skirmishes.
Power. Shifting.
Fortunately, my general has routed here.
Supreme sorceress.
We're tapped of magic, so we need to concern ourselves less with what we're doing with the magic now.
Eager for battle. The merciless
I mean, the
host.
shades themselves perform very well in melee.
Attack. Death is coming.
And we've still got a good row of units, so
Shades.
no cause for
Blood
concerns
Khaine.
yet.
Merciless warriors. Kill them. Blood for Khaine. Advance, Druki.
As a hazard a guess, I would say Amorous bonus is going to kick in soon, yeah, because my positioning of my units are pretty top tier at the moment. Now I'm just going to let my units just fire everything they've got. Because, like, here is, like, the time we cash in, basically. Here is where we can cash in a lot of kills for free. Never just end a battle like this. Always keep fighting, because I'm in their enemy territory, right? Since I'm in enemy territory, I have to take advantage of every kill that I can get, because otherwise they'll replenish it. Beautiful. Yeah. I'm happy and I'm unhappy about that. I think we might lose a little bit of the units. We may lose a couple units due to attrition, but overall I'm pretty happy with that one. I don't think we lost that many shades. I think my secondary army was where I had like them in the front line, so the shades that are the more veteran survived, which is what I was aiming for with how I position my units. Generally speaking, you want to protect your higher tier stuff more than your lower tier stuff, as innately they're just more valuable in general. And especially with unit ranks on archers and a hybrid unit like a shade, it does a lot. Accuracy, which is a huge one for range, melee defense, melee attack. Because oftentimes they are actually getting to positions where they are fighting me.
Morathi will hear your
Please don't declare war on me. Ended non-aggression pact with me. I really just start trading settlements to him. If he declares war on me, we are fried. Oh, interesting. Okay. Pop off, Queen. So, since I broke the alliances with her, she can attack me without the 10-turn penalty, I believe. We are at war on the Donut, we're at war on the Lizardmen, we're at war against the North and the East. Skeggy Rebellions. Oh my god, you're kidding me, it didn't kill all of them. They're going to re-attack it. I auto-resolved it because it... Oh my goodness. Bruh. I auto-resolved specifically because it said I'd win.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Supremes, the weak shall fall.
You absolute rascals.
Unrestrained.
I don't know if I can get there in time.
I approve of these dark deeds. Anchors away.
No, probably not.
Matter good.
Okay. Nice, we actually have unlocked Unbreakable now. And we've got the Black Dragon, which is also huge. Which means if I throw over to her the healing potion, Talisman Endurance, probably should start decking her out a little bit. One of Jet's not terrible. We can actually give her a little bit of HP here. I'm looking towards maybe some of these. I think just her on Dragon now
Supreme sorceress
completely changes the way I play her. Hey, no, good to see you, mate. I am a big fan of beast magic, though.
Supreme sorceress of Grok.
Grr. Right. I'm happy with that, though. We are happy about that. Oops. No worries, no. Have a good time getting your groceries, bud. Right. Folks, I'm actually going to go out and play the TCG of Pokemon. So, I'm going to go raid PC Space Goon. He is an absolute legend. Folks, please make sure to say hello to him. He's a lovely dude. On the YouTube side of things, I'll send you beautiful, wonderful folks over to the wonderful Mercy the Mad. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Each and every one of you beautiful, fine folks are breathtaking and incredible as always. Thank you for being amazing as always. I will be back at it yet again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, evening, night, wherever you may be in the world. Make sure to say hello to the counterparts of who I'm raiding. Give them a hearty hello. And stay amazing, stay breathtaking, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Much love, and have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye for now.